So I want to remind everybody, probably hadn't done this and I should have. It's hard to see maybe, but we've got a little box here for each player with a red light and a green light on it. These are to help them know whether they have an extension or not. If the light is green, they still have their extension. Once they use their extension, it'll turn red. That's a way for us to keep track and for you to know whether they have an extension or not. So, that being said, the last thing is just double check the cell phones, please, everybody, and make sure you've got them on the quiet mode. Thank you.
Hello, đôi giày. Chào buổi sáng các anh em. Ôi, giờ mới ngủ dậy được một lúc nên là người vẫn đang hơi bị ngu ngu một tí. Ngày mai của anh em thế nào? Trên màn hình của chúng ta là MC kiêm trọng tài. Tên của bác là Ken Suman. Và như thường lệ, ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ đến với ngày thi đấu thứ 3 của giải International Open 2022. Ở lượt trận thi đấu 11 giờ, chúng ta sẽ đến với trận đấu của nội dung 10 bi trên bằng Bigfoot. Cầu thủ có tên Joshua Filler và Francisco Sanchez sẽ có một màn đối đầu với nhau ở vòng tứ kết.
From Spain, this gentleman is the reigning US Open 9-ball champion, and in a very short period of time, he will make his inaugural appearance on Team Europe's Mosconi Cup, sponsored by Predator, Ecotisa, and DS Billiards. He's known as La Ferrari. Please welcome Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. His opponent's from Germany. This gentleman is the defending 2021 Bigfoot 10-ball Challenge champion.
Do cái bàn Bigfoot này chỉ có duy nhất một bàn thôi, nên là ngày hôm nay 5 lượt thi đấu sẽ diễn ra, bao gồm 2 trận tứ kết, 2 trận bán kết và 1 trận chung kết. Nhưng mà nó sẽ vướng với cái nội dung 9bi. Nội dung 9bi sẽ có các cầu thủ Việt Nam thi đấu. Cho nên là sau khi chúng ta đến với lượt trận 11 giờ đêm này, đến lượt trận 1 giờ thì chúng ta sẽ cổ vũ cho cầu thủ Dương Quốc Hoàng để tiếp tục thi đấu. Và sau đó thì sẽ là 3 giờ cầu thủ Lương Đức Thiện. Đến nếu như hai cầu thủ cùng chiến thắng thì 5 giờ, 7 giờ hai cầu thủ đều đánh tiếp. Và đến 9 giờ Nguyễn Phúc Long sẽ có màn đối đầu với Mieszko Fatunski. Bigfoot là bàn này là bàn 10 feet nhé. Bàn này to hơn bàn bình thường. Bàn này to hơn, chiều dài nó dài hơn khoảng 25 cm. Chiều rộng nó rộng hơn khoảng 18, 19 cm gì đó. Chính xác rồi. Cảm ơn Lộc Anh. Đúng luôn. Để mà nói thì người cần cổ vũ nhất ở đây chính là tôi. Từ bây giờ 11 giờ đêm đến 11 giờ sáng ngày mai. Giật quá à. Bạn Trường Quốc thử xem lại mạng của bạn xem. Tôi đang xem ở trên nguồn này rất ok mà. Thậm chí còn được Full HD này. Rồi, cú phá ở ván thi đấu đầu tiên. Một trận thi đấu chạm 11 phá luân phiên. Joshua Filler phá bi. Không chết bi nào. Ê, gì đây? Nào. Đừng. Ăn đây rồi. Cái trang web của bang tổ chức này nó vẫn đang chưa được ổn định cho lắm. Sáng ngày hôm nay vào lúc 5 giờ sáng, lượt trận của cầu thủ Nguyễn Phúc Long thì web này nó sập luôn. Sập mất đâu đó khoảng 1 tiếng mới quay trở lại. Và nó vẫn đang trong cái giai đoạn nó phập phù.
they look at what they're doing. They use that brain.
Rồi.
I think their biggest asset
Cú thủ bí tốt
is
của
staying in the flow of things
Joshua Filler.
and
Xin lỗi
not
của
minding,
Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz.
having to recover a
Đuôi
little
rồi.
bit here, a little bit there.
Với nội dung 10 bi trên bàn Big Fit này, trên bàn Big Foot này thì các cầu thủ sẽ không được sử dụng gậy nhảy.
Stressing so much from shot to shot.
I agree completely. Very
Vẫn
accurate
cứ phải
observation.
A băng là chính thôi. Không được dùng gậy nhảy, nhưng mà chơi 10 bi lại không phải chỉ lỗ nhé. Trong tình huống vừa rồi, nếu như con bi số 1 mà có va đầu bi số 2, con bi số 2 rơi xuống lỗ giữa, hoặc con bi số 1 mượn má bi số 2 rơi xuống lỗ giữa thì vẫn sẽ là một pha bắn hợp lệ cho Joshua Filler. Josh Robert cũng làm gì mà khó lắm. Nói chung là ngang trình thôi.
Like for myself, I mean, these are heady guys. I mean, they use their brain. And that's really what has gotten them.
Vâng, với nội dung 10 bi này thì sẽ không có cầu thủ Việt Nam mà tham dự đâu ạ. Đây là một cái nội dung thi đấu trên bàn Big Foot và sẽ chỉ có 16 cầu thủ được sử dụng được lời mời, nhận được lời mời thì mới có quyền tham dự mà thôi.
I think what it is you know, use your brain the way you feel comfortable.
Con vừa rồi mà nhảy bằng gậy phá nhảy làm sao được.
That's the key. You know, once you get down on the ball, you got to become that loose shortstop you were talking about and just swing the cue.
Vâng, tất nhiên là có like rồi thì tôi mới để dòng chữ chạy kia.
They're very smart players with very high pool IQs, and I would be hard pressed to ever see him shoot a shot that I disagree with. I learn when I watch guys like this. They're always doing something very smart to steal a game here and there.
Rồi, hình mờ.
Yeah, no, just like for myself, I had to remind myself of that a little bit. You know, there's time to think, and then
trận thi đấu gần đây nhất của Joshua Filler và Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz có lẽ là trận chung kết của một giải đấu thuộc hệ thống Euro Tour Open. Trong trận chung kết đó thì Joshua Filler đã giành chiến thắng. Đó là nội dung 9 bi ở trên bàn 9 feet. Bàn này to hơn, anh em không nhìn nó to hơn hẳn à? Bàn này chiều dài hơn khoảng 25 cm, 26 cm thì đó. Chiều rộng hơn khoảng 18 cm so với bàn bình thường.
I think it's just a little more of what it is today for the professional players.
To hơn nhá, do các cầu thủ châu Âu thể hình của họ tốt cho nên là chúng ta nhìn nó không thấy khác biệt cho mấy. Nhưng mà tuy nhiên thì nếu như mà có thể nhìn thấy Alex Pagulayan hay là Roberto Gomez hoặc một vài cầu thủ châu Á thì chúng ta sẽ nhìn thấy ngay. Đến tầm con bi cái ở tầm giữa bàn là với ngay. Với nội dung 10 bi trên bàn Big Foot này thì giải nhất là 16.000 đô. Còn với nội dung 9 bi thì giải nhất sẽ là 30.000 nhá. Vì đây là giải Invitational cho nên là 16 cầu thủ nào cũng là hàng tuyển cả.
They realize, you know, they're absorbing and they really just kind of feel like more of the professional player today. In today's game, you got a little funny here.
Gà má hơi mỏng con bi số 9.
He can avoid the 10, I believe.
Sanchez định đánh đường 3 băng à? Cắm xuống một băng chạy lên thôi. Không kẹp áo phê. Trông vẫn ngon thế sao ấy ạ?
Shot to win the first game, but I do like the fact that the cue ball can fall to the back rail here. Nice shot there.
Ok luôn. 1-0 cho Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz. Trang Dung Linh thì đã thua Alvin Ocean ở nội dung 10 bi rồi. Alvin Ocean đã lọt vào tứ kết. Trận thi đấu đó là 11-9 thì phải.
Yeah, and he kind of just in the last year and a half or so not only, probably getting out even more than he did before. I think he was always had the offense. I think his tactical has come along, but it's not so much, I think, any one of those things, but it's more of just eliminating the mistake at the wrong time. He's fooling with the top guys all the time when he's playing.
Rồi, ván thi đấu thứ hai, cú phá của Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz.
Euro Tour is not the biggest financial events, but they're tough fields.
Với nội dung bàn Big Foot này, tôi thấy là ngày hôm qua cái trận thi đấu của Alexander Kazakis và Trang Dung Lin là cái trận tôi xem mà thấy hai cầu thủ đánh hay nhất. Họ đều có những cú phá rất tốt. Hầu như phá ván nào cũng chết bi ra hình cả. Đây rồi. Sanchez cũng chưa có được cú phá tốt. Filler trông giống là không có đường riêng bi số 1 rồi.
Those comments to me are more about the person making the comment than about FSR. That's right.
Chơi chém ngược cả con bi số 1 vào lỗ giữa bên trái luôn, nhưng không thành công.
That'll have like 35 tournaments a year, 40 tournaments a year, like golf, right? It's still so impossible or not hard for guys to get one win.
Exactly.
And we play,
4 events.
Đánh kiểu đúng dạng là xanh chín luôn.
But we have really like what we call 4 to 6
Phơi bi số 1 rồi.
huge events, and so it's just hard to win. There's only one guy that's going to do it. It's probably something that's going to change.
Kết quả ở trận Trang Dung Lin là Trang Dung Lin bật ngược lại, thắng 11-9 thì phải. Thắng 11-9. Sau đó vào đến tứ kết thì lại thua Alvin Ocean 11-9. Cái giải này nó không có một cái góc quay, nó không có góc quay cam chính thì phải. Cam cứ lia liên tục. To hết cả tay ông cameraman luôn.
Or an error here and there, not a whole lot. Okay, he's got to play for a combo. And he may not be able to get as close to it as he wanted initially, just because he got a little flat.
Cảm ơn bạn Lê Mạnh gửi tặng cái máu 75 sao nhá.
He may get into this though.
Đây rồi, còn tình huống bi số 5 thì có lẽ là cộng bi 58 mà thôi.
I might have played a little more high ball there rather than spin.
Yeah, for more angle so you could.
I'd like to get over by the side if I could and come one rail cross on this combo. Now he's gotten it a little funny.
Trận này là vòng tứ kết nhé. QF là tứ kết, quarter final.
Yeah, but he's got to go forward there. There could be a kiss on the 5, just depending on the speed on the cue ball. If he drags it super light, I think the 5 could get in a bad spot.
Dừng rồi, ngon. Ra mà cộng hơi lỗi một tí, tuy nhiên thì Sanchez vẫn xử lý thành công với một pha xịt con bi số 5 để cộng 8 và giữ được con bi số 5 ở vị trí thuận lợi. Las Vegas Open nó diễn ra vào tháng 3 hàng năm mà, bạn anh Duy.
Now this is kind of interesting, Jeremy. What do you like here? I mean, if you
9 goes in the side easy.
Yeah, would you play for the 9 in the side? Okay.
Yeah, I would make sure I get the angle to either come 2 rails across or, a comfortable kind of sliding out is all. I would definitely draw to the left of the 9 myself.
Yeah, my first look, I thought the 9 in the side was kind of sharp, but yeah, it does play in the side.
He can play the angle here. I didn't realize that was available. I thought he had to push on it more.
Sanchez dọn được hết cái hình này rồi. Trắng. Bác đấy là một trong những vị khán giả phải nói là rất lâu đời của International Open cũng như là WCT Classic. Năm nào cũng thấy bác ngồi ở chỗ đúng cái vị trí đấy luôn. Đây là với cái bàn TV này nha, là ở bên Mỹ họ bán vé ngồi và với cái vé VIP ngồi này là bán chính xác từng chỗ một luôn, như kiểu đi máy bay ấy. Nó sẽ assign từng chỗ của cho mình luôn. Rồi, 2-0.
Yeah, the Fire Dragon.
Chỉ với
they're late by Al, but
một pha tháo nút lùi của Filler
he's
thì anh bị dẫn mất 2 điểm rồi.
He had a nice win over Thorsten. It was a heck of a match, 10-8 last night. Justin Martin, fine young player from Wilmington, North Carolina. He's in action against another great player, Jesus Atencio.
Giá vé à?
This match,
Đợi tí nhá, anh xem. Nhưng mà đắt phết đấy, mấy trăm đô ạ.
fundamental slash stroke kind of thing, and I said, well, you got to put Federer up there with the routine and whatnot, but I truly believe, just stroke's a lot of like what you like as well.
Đây, màu
But I like
vàng,
Jesus's stroke the best.
vé màu vàng.
I think it's the most accurate. I think it's the most powerful as far as effortless.
Vé màu vàng nếu như mà mua
Yeah, I think he's got the biggest
xem
difference.
9 bi
Don't get me wrong, it's just
là 350 đô. Còn nếu mà xem cả One Pocket và cả 9 bi là 450 đô.
anybody if that. And this is what I saw so far with this today is none of the racks the balls have broke like they're supposed to. We've had a little bit of 10 ball movement. The balls
450 đô nó còn phải cộng thêm
out hot.
120 đô tiền quản lý nữa. Nó sẽ rơi vào tầm 570 đô. Hơn chục triệu.
Yeah, if you're not careful, you got to put those balls in that rack, and it works great. And then give it a little nudge forward to freeze them up. But that 10 ball should not be flying out of the rack like that. So
No, that's a telltale sign, right?
maybe a gap somewhere. We're all human, and plus on a 10-footer, you're leaning way out to rack the balls. It would be easy to overlook a little gap if you weren't careful.
Đúng rồi Lộc Anh nhá.
Okay.
Một vé đã xem cả giải luôn.
Here, he could chop the one towards the two, come, try and use the 310.
Yeah, I like
Coming over to the left side rail. Not the biggest area to drop behind, but it's decent.
Boy, I think it's a nice shot. I like it.
Cú phá bắn đi đấu thứ
Just cut the one over by the two.
3 của Filler.
Just a little rolling left English.
Sure.
Có hình gì đây? Chả có cái gì luôn.
Run the ball.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be up 2-0. I like that too.
He played it. Now, this is the type of shot that with so many balls there.
Như nào, ra cái gì? Chả có cái gì hết.
I thought just the subtle one because you're not giving up the
À,
offense even if
hình
you
như
give
là-
up a piece of the ball.
Hình như là còn đường riêng hay sao ấy ạ?
Josh, I mean, let's say he ran out here, you'd be pretty sick that you didn't just drip over there behind the 10.
Yeah. He was going for more of the devastating hook.
Right. Man, what a tough shot this is. Down 2-0. Got to start with this.
Beauty.
Wow, what a shot.
And I think he simplified it just because of the 5-6.
That's right.
Maybe not try to do too much on that first shot. It's going to be difficult unless he can get onto the 3 to bust open the
That's
5-6.
right.
Oh,
I think he's
ducking.
playing safe here, yeah. Look at this smart little shot here. Very wise.
Okay, he should hit this. I think he's got a gap.
Làm gì có, thực ra là mình có ngồi xem được cả ngày đâu.
I think anyways. Almost got him froze to that 5.
So you think he's trying to go 2 rails here, Jeremy, and
I
clip
think
off the
that's
side
all
of
he
the
has
2 and
is
go
2 rails.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Might make this now.
Yeah.
Just got to elevate just a
Filler thủ một con bi tốt.
Oh, he
Oh, he went right at it, 100 miles.
10 ball. Oof.
Not a bad result.
Đuôi lại.
On the 10 footer.
Yeah, that's right. It's amazing how often somebody's hooked, hit it, and you're
Không gậy nhảy.
Well, early in the rack, that's why, when you're sitting
Hình như là vẫn còn má chạm mỏng thì phải.
you can go for a shot.
Vẫn còn má bóc.
Maybe got a little cover, a little separation, whatnot. I'm a little more aggressive early in the rack, unless the safety's really good because there's so much traffic.
That's right.
You know?
I agree completely. If you make the shot, you're good, and if you miss it, you got chances to hook them maybe.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you got to pick your poison when
Yeah.
it comes to that. You can't just do it.
Đến đây thì trông giống là có má chém mỏng bi số 2 cho Sanchez rồi. Tuy nhiên với cái bàn 10 feet này thì
Okay.
từ cái chấm 1 băng dài kia đến gần cửa lỗ ấy, nó xa dã man luôn. Vẫn đẩy chết.
Pull the ball in and again.
Vẫn đẩy chết được.
Oh, how perfect did he
Va
get
chạm
to
xấu bi
bust
số
open
3.
5-6. I think he got really
He's
nice.
isn't he a little thin on the 3?
Oh,
But he can
gotta
make it.
shoot this,
He's got to
yeah.
shoot it. Yeah.
mean, the 4 is over the corner. I mean, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like pretty hard luck to get snookered here.
Oh yeah.
And if you do get snookered, it's got to be a really tough one to not get out the 4 some kind of way. I think
Với việc con bi số 4 nằm cửa lỗ thì có vẻ là anh trông rất chắc chắn là anh muốn chém siêu mỏng con bi số 3 luôn.
make it.
Gỡ 5-6. Vâng ạ.
And it pulled. And the funny thing is, how did he not hit the 5-6? Did he double kiss one?
Cú chém vẫn bị vào giày.
He must have. The camera was in my way a little bit, but I can't imagine he did.
Phơi 2 rồi.
Balls.
Xin lỗi, phơi 3 rồi.
He double kissed the 5. Okay, so Josh, you know, I think if he could somehow get to this side rail over here near the 4, he may be able to pull the cue ball 2 rails at the 5 kind of calmly between the 7-9. You know, if he could get over, like say shoot the 3 and pull the ball 2 rails between the 9-10, try and get over to this side rail here.
Cơ hội cho Filler ghi điểm đầu tiên cho mình. Tuy nhiên thì tình huống 5-6 vẫn còn trên bàn.
Cleared on the 5-6 is
It might be playable too.
might be playable
Yeah, that's fine.
because it looks like it's at least worth taking.
Má này thì với cái bàn 10 feet là rõ ràng là không có tay rồi.
Well, the thing is here is if he does shoot the shot I was talking about, pulling the ball 2 rails
Con
at
này
the
tay
5,
phải.
you're not going to come in here too hot.
Right.
You want to come in here like, you know,
Vâng ạ,
maybe
lấy
it's
nối,
open a little, maybe not.
cắm xòe,
I think he was trying to get
Look
there.
at this.
giữa lỗ giữa. Không. Ui,
Okay, he's happy he nudged the 6 out of the way. He can play some kind of safe.
va được vào đầu 6. Nhưng mà trông không có đường đường riêng 5 rồi.
A lot of options here. Be interesting to see what he chooses. I kind of like flicking off the 5 and spinning down behind the 8-10 and over to the left rail and just barely moving the.
Con này có sượt siêu mỏng được đánh
That's difficult.
That's difficult. isn't
cài
it?
2
Five
băng
kinda
thôi nhỉ.
wanna nudge
Quang mặt
out.
80 ra phía sau
What I
9 à.
would've looked at.
Khó thế.
Just shaving the 5, trying to use the 7 and distance.
And all the way. Oh, I like that even better.
Because the 6 is fun.
5 vẫn nằm nguyên cạnh
Like,
6 thôi.
I mean, if you keep it simple,
Mà
here,
có thể
don't
chạy
get
ra phía
yourself
sau 7.
locked up,
Yes.
you know, by giving him an easy shot. The 6 is going to be funny to get on,
Được
even
một
if
băng.
you don't get the snooker.
Yeah,
Chính
nice
xác là
approach.
5 ra phía sau 7 và cái ra phía sau
Definitely a
9.
better shot than what I was thinking. The distance on this table too is so valuable.
Well, the plus in that shot is accuracy. It was at a premium because he was so close to the 5. You know, he could
That's
really
right.
control the hit on the 5, the speed on the 5.
Với nội dung 10 bi trên bàn Bigfoot này thì sẽ không sử dụng gậy nhảy nhé.
This game, a 3-0 deficit would be a lot to overcome, even for the great Joshua Filler.
And it's funny.
Cái độ phân giải đó thì rất tiếc là không chỉnh được.
play. Talked about this with Shaw.
Khi mà cái trang web nguồn nó sẽ tự động dựa vào tốc độ đường truyền
Sometimes when it comes
và
to
nó
the-
tự config.
Oh, unlucky there. Sometimes when it comes to more conventional safeties,
Yeah.
Shaw and Filler both can kind of miss those. Not necessarily miss seeing it, but maybe not hit the mark as often as some other players.
Okay.
But when it comes to unique safety, something you're not going to have, something that's not so conventional.
Quá băng vào
there's
dư
some
mỏng
of
bi
the
số
best
5
out
và
there
chết
more
cái
so
lỗ góc rồi.
today.
Quyền đặt bi cho
Ball
Filler.
really sat funny.
Thì tầm này đặt bi thì cũng dễ lắm rồi.
Could do so much.
Yeah, that makes sense. I remember. Yeah, I think of Shaw and Filler as great safety players, but that's interesting to hear Jason say that. Yeah, playing safe is a big part of the game at the world-class level. That is for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes the looks you don't get very often are the
Right.
ones that obviously can get the best of you, but they do also have a huge impact.
Yeah.
Okay, looking Filler to get on the board here.
2 bi nữa.
Probably the best stunner of the ball I've ever seen.
Yeah, he does stun it into
A
position
lot.
nicely.
He likes
yeah.
the light stun a lot.
Yes. Even the Predator
1-2 cho Filler.
shaft, 11
Anh có điểm số
5
đầu tiên rồi.
meters, and boy, he can spin that ball around with confidence. He told me, I asked him, why'd you go from the 12-4 back to the 11-8? He goes, the spin
Theo
shots,
King
I just
Billiards,
feel so
thương
good
hiệu
spinning
bàn
the
bia
ball.
tốt nhất Việt Nam.
Got a lot of one-loss side matches going on in the 9-ball event here at noon. That'll continue in the early part of the afternoon here, and then some winner sides this evening. And we looked at round 2 of the winner side. How many great matches? Well, it's just going to get better.
Oh, yeah.
On to the 3rd round. Americans with an unfortunate loss last night.
Earl.
Skylar 10-9,
Yeah.
Earl 10-9.
Sky was ahead 9-5.
9-3.
Earl was ahead 9-3. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
didn't
I
really.
realize that.
He made a little error, but didn't make a ton of errors. Really, mainly like a 1.5 kind of error thing. Tough shot he missed down the rail.
Saw that.
But both of them are playing great. We had some other Americans get beat yesterday.
Ván thi đấu thứ tư.
Guys are hanging.
Yeah, Earl
Cho đến thời điểm hiện tại thì cả hai cầu thủ đều chưa có được những cú phá
was a complete gentleman and
tốt.
shook the guy's hand, said good shot.
đây rồi.
Oh yeah.
And just gave him
Sanchez đã đưa được 2 bi mục tiêu xuống lô trong cú phá này.
huge crowd.
Nhưng
The building was over there watching.
không có đường riêng bi số 2.
Now Earl, I mean,
It was exciting.
a lot of people don't realize that. Like
Tối qua xem trận Trang Dung Lin và Kazakis phá hay bao nhiêu thì ngày hôm nay xem những cái trận thi đấu khác các cầu thủ đều không có cú phá hay.
Had to check his rack once.
Dị thật.
Once I, well, I say once I.
Qua Trang Dung Lin với Kazakis hầu như ông nào cũng thế, không một bi thậm chí là 2 bi đứng phía sau bi số 1 lúc nào cũng rơi vào lỗ giữa.
Racking the balls, you know, call fouls on himself, whatever it may be. And then I played him one match, and again, I never had to check the rack.
Well, he has deep-seated beliefs on the way things should be, and when they're not that way, that's when he goes on his little tirades. But it's because he feels that the table should play a certain way, or the game should be ran a certain way, and so
Yeah, a lot of people get
You
the
know.
feeling he has passion for just himself. He is,
Oh,
and that's
no,
yeah.
it's passion for the game, yeah,
Yeah,
sport,
absolutely. All right, tough rollout.
Sanchez quyết định
here.
chạy an toàn trong pha bi này.
Difficult no matter what it is.
Một cú an toàn
Like here.
thử
This is
tay à?
where the difference if you're
Cú an toàn là
if you're
đúng
feeling
cú an toàn
right
của thử
and
tay
feeling
rồi.
right, you're supposed to take this on to roll the cue ball.
Trông giống con bi số 2 nổi lên qua lỗ giữa một chút và
They can certainly get away from it.
đầu gậy
Right,
đẩy
yeah,
thì vẫn
you
có thể ăn được
notice
2.
execution here to get behind.
Filler chẳng nói nhiều, đặt gậy bắn luôn.
Around and fall on his ball. Yeah, this is what. He's
Huh?
behind
Oh,
the
look
six.
at this little shot here. Yeah, not what he was
Quyết định
looking
của Filler
for
đi
there.
chạy.
And I
Thì
do
đường chạy của
understand
Filler thì
what he felt there. That was probably
nó
the
vẫn
right
đúng
shot.
mang bản chất của Filler mà thôi.
Look at it.
Well, he had coverage with the 3 and the 6.
Yeah.
Anh
Two bullets
thường
there. Mhm. He's
không
playing
có
the
những
percentages.
cú
You
chạy
like
bi
one or two balls
tốt.
could help me, and neither one did.
Yeah, and the shot selection's one thing. I was kind of talking about you got to take it on yourself, and
Yeah.
and I think, you know, even though he sold out, I think he went down the right way.
I do too. Yeah, I think that was the play, and you're just not going to pull it off every time.
A little shy of the mark there, and not saying it's a big deal, but just a little more testy on the 10-footer.
That's right. Just enough angle to where you can't see the pocket as good peripherally as you can. If you're just over another inch or two, I feel he'll make this, but this is just enough angle to cause you issues sometimes. Good shot.
And then again, what impresses me all the time is he really doesn't quiver with the swing much.
Nope.
You know, he goes ahead and swings. It may not always work, but it obviously works way more often than not.
Right.
But that's a big part of actually winning the tournaments.
Yeah.
You know, because you have matches like this where you not tentative with the swing, but can you do it throughout the entire event?
Yes. Well, I always lean on the golf, and now I mean, you look at some of the golfers that had the quirky, strange swings. I mean, Torino didn't change his swing to look pretty for Jack Nicklaus. He went out there and did it the way he did it, and he could make it work under immense pressure. And you know, FSR, I mean, he just does it his way. It's great, and
Rồi,
No,
Sanchez
trust
sẽ
him. He's got great front
đưa tỷ số lên
back,
thành 3-1.
really straight stroke, good
Yeah.
timing,
yeah.
a lot of power.
Well, I mean, an example in pool would be like a Bustamante.
Có lẽ
There's
với
a
một cái
guy
nội
that's
dung
30
thi đấu ở trên cái bàn lớn như này
to convince him
và
that he
việc
can't
không
do
được sử dụng
that.
gậy nhảy,
And he's like, yeah, I know, I'm in the Hall of Fame now.
nó sẽ có những hạn chế nhất định như Filler.
And you hold the cue a little different, but you knew there was a reason.
Khi mà xét về độ tinh quái của Sanchez Ruiz thì rõ ràng là anh ấy nhỉnh hơn Filler rất nhiều.
Now, if your fundamentals are, you know, like hideous and you need a lot of help, that's one thing. But I think trust in your game and your cue and the way you do it is big at the top level, because somebody always wants to come up and tell you like, oh, you know, you need to change something. And I've fallen for that too a couple times. Well, I've tried to change. I mean, I come out here. I mean, I want to hit it like Chang and then like Filler, and then I have to hit it like John Schmidt. I mean, I don't know any other way.
Oh, look at this. Going to the side rail. I would have had to give the break one more time at least before I did this.
Right.
Because just looking at the entire event, the balls have broke really well as a whole.
Oh,
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone to the side rail just yet.
I talked to him about that yesterday. I said, "Why did you go to the side rail using the AccuRack?" And he says, "Yeah, the balls just weren't breaking good, and so I just thought I'd mix it up." But I mean, the way I saw him break last night, you know, man, I think he would do better breaking from the center.
Yeah, I think just from what I've seen, if you've asked everyone that lost, I don't think anyone would say anything about the break.
Ván thi đấu thứ 5.
I've seen everyone break well.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make one every time. but-
Filler có tới 3 cú phá nhưng mà chưa cú nào ra cú nào không ăn được cái gì hết. Hình nghi thì cũng rất xấu. Sanchez có được một cú phá ăn bi nhưng cũng không ra hình. Điều này sẽ đưa hai cầu thủ đến những màn thủ bi hoặc là chạy an toàn có ý đồ.
It's easy to cross it with
Nhưng
inside.
chúng ta đã thấy thì rõ ràng Sanchez giành lợi thế rồi.
It looks like it anyways.
Yeah, the outside, he's going to try to maybe peel away.
Yeah,
oh,
like
he did it like that. I like that. That
Yeah,
was
that's what I
laying
was saying with
correctly.
inside. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
And that speed of the middle of the end rail, that's the one you got to practice getting to a lot in the middle. Not saying it's always the place, but it's like a standard foundation for coming to the end
Yeah.
rail with a cue ball. And it is a lot of times the place to go. Almost like one pocket when you don't know anything better.
Yes. Yes.
Middle of the end rail is a pretty good spot.
Sure is. Yeah, if you're feeling queasy, just get there and you usually can survive.
Yeah, it cuts off more angles. It's harder to play position off balls from up table from the middle of the end rail percentage-wise. Of course, every shot's unique. But okay, might want to cut this a lot. Try and go into the 6 with the cue ball off the side rail. I would think, anyways. Cut the one towards the 9, maybe.
Oh, he can get in between this 4-5.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I didn't think he could do that.
And he's fluked it.
Look at
man.
this. He might fluke it in. No, Josh has got a shot to get started.
Well, I know.
Cú
you
Agot
could see
1 của
why he didn't duck off of that ball. Just
Sanchez.
look at what he was shooting.
Sanchez Ruiz đưa ra ý đồ rất rõ ràng.
Well, maybe not that
Gót
bad.
là có ly trên 1, chính xác luôn. Nhưng mà một cú gót chưa đủ. Anh vào hơi mỏng ấm đi số 1 một chút.
To get started.
Yeah, first time I saw Josh Filler was right here in this room, back on the corner table.
Yes,
when
I
he
remember they
beat
beat
SD.
Cơ hội
Yes,
Filler
I
này rồi.
watched that too.
Hình như là trông thấy lòng hoàng phết đấy.
I was like, wow, 'cause you can just
hai-
tell. Sometimes you
ba,
can see
bốn, năm,
somebody
sáu
win a
kìa.
match and it's an upset. You can see, but you can just tell watching him. I'm like, this guy's a different animal here.
Well, I went and asked some Euros immediately.
Các anh cảm lại tí, một băng ra bắn 4 suy ga 68 chăng hay là giữa bàn.
Like their opinion.
Cú lê 3 băng. 4 làm gì còn đường riêng lỗ góc dưới ấy nhỉ?
This is the best player in Europe, the next best player in Europe, like the guy that's coming next.
À rồi, ok, còn đường riêng.
And that was actually though
Cái giải thi đấu ấy nó rất buồn cười là nó
didn't slow him down.
ban tổ chức họ chỉ dùng duy nhất một cái cam và họ cứ di chuyển liên tục,
Side.
nó không có cái cam fix. Nên đôi lúc nhìn góc nó bị thấp và rất khó để nhận định là
Or does he have to draw?
những con bi ấy nó có đường riêng hay không.
Looks like he's stunning right between. Oh, he
Okay, he
could
was
no.
straight.
Oh, he got a
Oh.
kick there. He got a kick.
Yeah, he gets that a lot though with the soft one
Khó thôi.
going forward, almost like maybe a hair of a let up, you know, because most of the kicks, right, are at the lighter speed, John, right? Most kicks,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, the lighter
So-
speed.
And what I've found is a lot of times that you're not really accelerating the cue.
Rồi,
and
Filler ra 6 khó cái và thủ bi cái 68
instead of you putting that spin on the ball.
đang bị
Yeah,
dẫn.
I don't think it's a coincidence that most kicks are at a light speed.
Anh con thấy điều lên 6 điều 6 ra 7 không cũng khó luôn. Thủ bi quyết định hợp
Did
lý.
well to play a nice safety.
Yeah, you want to kick firm here, but I was going to say it makes you less accurate. I like that speed to where you're going to keep accuracy.
Thôi,
Looks like he can bank the 7 straight back.
Okay, I like
đúng
Just
that.
là
coast
trò chơi
towards
trốn
the
tìm.
10 with the cue
Right.
ball.
Boy, and if you could even, I don't
Thế
think
thì
you can
chịu
get
rồi.
down behind the 10. The 7 would be moved. Would it? You be able to get down under the 10? That'd be nice,
I
right?
think you could. You might
Boy.
get him over the 10.
That'd be ideal.
You might use the 9 depending on where you bank the 7 to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. Bank the 7 right where his left hand is, and let the cue ball come forward. That'll work on a 5x10. It's like, hey, it's your shot, buddy.
Hey, what did we just talk about? When you don't know anywhere better to go.
Cú gót được
middle
6,
of
tuy
the
nhiên thì
field,
giá
that's
7
the most awkward
chưa được.
place.
It sure is. I mean, I wouldn't want this shot.
Sanchez phải thực hiện
This is
một
where
đường
you
thủ.
make,
Ok.
if you're comfortable, chop off the left side of the 7 with left English, go 2 rails at the
7 và
10.
cái ra
So
2
the
băng ngắn.
9 ball helps you out.
And you can tree top him on the 10. You can
Oh, it's
make
a
the 10.
five by
Tôi vẫn cứ thấy
Get behind
Sanchez
him,
rõ
right?
ràng luôn,
Like
có được một cái
exactly
lợi thế
what
rất
you
lớn
do
ở trong trận thi
this.
đấu này.
See how the 9's covering up the pocket though?
Đấy, ăn rùa 10 rồi.
Made the 10.
Không,
Yeah,
Got him,
and-
thiếu
but
lực
see
một tí.
that? You know,
Yeah.
you got a lot of things working for you, and it's very doable.
Yeah, and if FSR makes this 7 ball, I just say good shot.
Exactly.
I don't even know that I would shoot it. Though.
Thêm một chút lực nữa thôi thì
Percentage play, that's the right
tôi tin
play.
là
Nine
con
turned
bi
out well.
số 10 sẽ rơi xuống lỗ góc.
Yep. Agreed totally.
Now you have to execute pretty decent, but the good thing about that shot is your room for error. It's not like the 7 can get in a lot of places that really help you. The cue ball can get in a lot of places that really are working for you.
Well, he's shooting here.
Well, it's
I think
hard
he
to bank
should.
the 7 back down with the 10 being there. He moved the 10 into a kiss shot position.
I was gonna say, oh, look at this. Oh my god. I mean,
Ok luôn.
I don't think he was playing.
Sanchez
that,
Ruiz.
right? He was playing
No,
the
he
7.
wasn't playing
Yeah.
it, but he may have known.
Anh quá tinh quái những pha
Well, I can't
Thủ
imagine
vi.
he made that combination
Ý đồ
that
của
he
mình.
did. Like, whoa.
Well, there's a saying to that I like that I always forget.
giải 10 bi này không cần phải báo lỗ nhá.
That's strong to, to miss the 7 and make the 10. Like, wow.
Yeah, let's get another look at that.
Siếc thì đến thế thôi,
7 at the
không
10.
thể hơn được.
Definitely shooting at the pocket, you would think.
I think so. That was a nice roll there if he was playing a 7 in the pocket and made the 10. And Josh is going to have to dig deep. Things aren't going his way.
Well, I think he's got to look at FSR break the balls first and go back to the center.
Agreed.
4-1, khoảng cách là 3 điểm. Phần 3 chặng đường rồi.
Questioning anything that Josh decides out there on a pool table, but I think when you're using a great rack, that AccuRack, break from the center. The balls just break like they're supposed to. You got a chance to get the one down by the corner.
Yeah, especially
know?
at this deficit right here.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have a break and run, and not saying it's huge. It's only 4-1.
Yeah.
You're really only one game off of after 5. The closest you can be is 3-2, right? So. luck
Francisco
favors
Sanchez
the
Ruiz
bold,
chẳng cần phải đợi đến US Open đâu.
aggressive, or
Yeah.
Từ đầu năm
Fortune favors the
2022
brave.
ở giải
Yeah,
WCT
that's
Classic,
what I'm saying,
thì
right?
anh ấy vô địch nội dung 9 bi là bắt đầu từ lúc đấy là đã hay rồi.
I'm broke.
Vô địch thế giới 9 bi thì hơi fail một tí.
That's right. Good things can happen if you.
Grandmaster cũng vậy.
fortune,
Sau đó UK Open cũng vào đến chung kết.
Yeah. Fortune.
aggressor.
Yeah, that's right.
Tiếp theo là World Cup of Pool, vô địch cùng với David Nkd.
Balls rack tight. It's very just because you're using a great template like that,
Một chức
right,
vô địch
doesn't mean you just chuck 'em up there.
Euro Tour
A little science behind it. You gotta
một
put
chức
it in
Á quân
there,
Euro
and it
Tour
sits right on the rack.
vào mùa
Now,
hè.
all late balls
Sau
rack.
đó
It's amazing.
Yeah, I think if you keep
là chức vô địch US Open.
sure.
Phải nói năm nay là một năm thi đấu rất thành công trong sự nghiệp của Francisco Sanchez Ruiz.
Yeah, I just load the 8, rock them forward where they set, and then add the back ball if it's 9 ball, or add the 2 if it's 10 ball.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think you're going to see FSR go the side rail.
Boy, how's his momentum? Just won the U.S. Open. Just made the Mosconi team, leading Josh Filler 4-1 deep in this event. Just a dream scenario for this young, great player from Spain.
Oh, dry break here. They did break nice.
Vài màn đi
They
đầu thứ
broke
6.
better. The 10 didn't move. Yeah, what a year. He
right.
started off winning the Derby,
Không bi nào rơi xuống lỗ.
9 ball event. I think he won a
Lần gần đây nhất nội dung 10 bi bàn Bigfoot được diễn ra đó là ở giải đấu Derby City Classic. Thì Joshua Filler, anh đã giành chức vô địch, vâng ạ, và cân 1.
Yeah,
Không phải mỗi mình Sanchez Ruiz biết làm siếc, Filler cũng biết làm siếc luôn. Còn tình huống con bi số 4.
Yeah, Predator's doing huge things. Matchroom's doing huge things. AccuStats Productions puts on amazing events. I mean, there's opportunities for the great players out there for sure.
Well, I commend the companies as well.
Yep.
They're doing so much more for the players.
Agreed.
It's not just eight guys, 7-8 guys,
Right.
got sponsors. It's a bunch. What a shot he's got to come with here. 3 rails for the side.
Oh, wow.
And he's still got to get on the 5, so if he ends up on the rail and short.
Được luôn, 4 đường riêng lỗ giữa.
What a shot that was. Yeah. He's going to run into the 10, maybe make the 10 and come off the 10 for
Can he
shape.
draw by the 10?
Can he?
Because he's got a good shape. I mean,
Anh em nên nhớ bàn này là bàn 10 feet nhé,
unless he can hit the
to hơn
top
bàn
of the
9
bar.
feet.
Right.
Nên
Right off
là
the top
Hit
of
the
it.
top.
công thức cân là nó không giống như bàn 9 feet đâu ạ.
Be aggressive here.
Oh.
Why did he lay up? I thought he would go the rail and out a little bit. That's why I said I thought he would be aggressive there. This is like about for a shot that's a foot away from the pocket, about as tough as it gets.
Oh, yeah. And you're shooting at that speed that if you miss it, it's just going to stay by the pocket a lot
Well,
of times.
you almost have to apply it
Yeah.
inside, don't you?
Man, this is so tough. I don't know.
Oh,
It's like
he's going outside.
what a
He's going to be
shot.
on the rail
Rồi,
again,
nó cứ
though.
phải là những con bi khó cơ. Côn tiếp vào,
Boy, what an out this would be.
He's gonna
gần
be
bằng
right between
cho
the
chắc
7.
tay.
Does it play in the side? Because he can't get to the corner. I don't think he.
Yeah, you'd have to spin his cue ball with left, which just makes you miss the 6 too often. I don't know, Jeremy. I don't know if he can get around for the
Liên tiếp là những con bi khó cho Joshua Filler.
It really even goes in the
Man.
side. Looking at the R overhead, I guess it does. He put the inside. He
Yeah,
overcut
it
the
makes
ball.
you miss the. You just even as great as he plays.
Bù
man,
rất
you
nhiều
shoot-
áp phê
you
trái
shoot
và
that with
trượt
spin,
6 mất rồi.
going off the rail from 9 feet away. I mean, good luck. When they go in, it all looks good, but that's a very low percentage shot. But again, fortune favors the brave. I got to commend him for having the guts to even shoot it. Would have been very easy to try to duck there.
Yeah, they definitely aren't ducking in that spot. Now Justin Martin now trails Jesus 3-2.
Filler ra đổi ra chơi thì trông giống Icon đấy nhỉ.
Alex Pagaline in action. He's tied at
Đang chơi Pantera ngon,
Yanni Uski,
đổi tứ lung tung luôn.
Finland. Wow, what a nice stroke that
You're
was.
not kidding.
Real fluid. And that's why he got so much out of the cue ball. That's what people don't realize. It's not about how much spin you can, put on the
Với nội
ball,
dung
how
10 bi
much
trên
spin
bàn
you can
Bigfoot
keep on the ball
thì
through that
16 cơ
collision.
thủ sẽ thi đấu theo thể thức loại
That's
trực
what
tiếp.
makes the cue ball move easily. So.
Man, that was a nice shot on the 6.
Cả Filler và Sanchez Ruiz đều thắng một trận thi đấu ở vòng loại 1/8 rồi. Và đây là vòng tứ kết.
A lot of guys really go at it and don't get much out of the ball at all.
Well, he's playing just outrageously good so far, almost magical. I mean, and then that 7 he missed, he makes the 10. I mean, you talk about a guy with some momentum. Josh can see it too. He knows he's in big trouble early here.
Nó là 5-1 rồi.
I'm interested to see how he breaks the balls. He may stay to the side of rails, see an FSR dry break from the center here this last rack.
Wow, what an out right
Liên
there.
tiếp phải xử lý những con bi khó và với một cái bàn lớn như thế này, Filler bắt đầu cho đấy sai số.
Yeah, he's nobody to mess with. The year he's having, the confidence he's feeling. Just an absolute assassin with a pool cue right now. Everything's going right, feeling right.
Với cái nội dung 10 bi trên bàn Bigfoot này thì về bản chất nó là
Not only maybe trying to make the one in the side,
một
big balls,
cái giải đấu Invitational, là kiểu như là nhận được lời mời thì mới được tham dự anh Phi Hùng. Cho nên là chỉ có 16 slot thôi và chắc chắn rồi, chỉ có top đầu thế giới mới nhận được lời mời.
I think he's got to break from the center, trying to make some balls on the break and put a rack or two together. When it's his break.
Yeah. Well, what I
Các
kinda
cầu thủ
like
Việt
to
Nam
see
của chúng ta đều thi
sometimes
đấu ở
I
nội dung 9 bi nhé.
understand people like to
Cùng một giải đấu nhưng mà họ sẽ có nhiều nội dung.
But I've
Nó giống như
noticed
kiểu vô địch quốc
sometimes
gia có nội dung 9 bi và 10 bi vậy.
certain players and they really forget there's other great players like an FSR. I mean, here's proof. I mean, you know, here's a guy that just won the US Open.
Ván thi
His
đấu thứ
social
7.
media is gonna say, oh,
Vâng ạ.
Joshua Filler's the
Filler
favorite.
vẫn
And
không
I'm
đưa được
hey,
bi
man,
nào
that's
xuống lỗ
FSR's
trong cú
goal,
phá của mình.
you know, and he's a great player too. And that's why winning tournaments is so tough, because there's players that aren't quite household names that play so good. You know, it's not like Joshua Filler's the only great player out here. And it's easy to forget that.
Loay hoay mãi nhưng không phá được phát nào ra hình.
Kind of get, they latch onto a couple players, and I try to remind them, like, man, there's 20 or 30 killers out here, and this young man here is really something else, and he's given Josh all he can stand.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. The shot here, I like the one rail ball, cut the one up, come one off the side rail with the cue ball at the 2, trying to use the 5 and the 2. I would go one rail under this ball. It's real natural.
Yeah.
It'll put a little side spin on it for you, so it'll creep up towards the 2. It's just all a little speed control. Well, what a lot of fans don't realize is the difference in, you know, the upper echelon and what you would consider, which I consider FS. Wow, he hit a solid
What a
first
shot. Just
Uh,
perfect.
Không khó khăn
I
cho
consider him
Ruiz
upper
để
echelon,
thực
but
hiện
even
một
if you think
pha
there's a
thủ bi cái
separation
6 năm.
between Josh and FSR, and there may be.
Yeah, it's not a
Do you
ton.
know how little it
It's
is?
so small. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about, I was watching. 'Cause
Con này
I
hai băng gót một lên trên chăng?
I was watching a little bit of the Sports Center, and they were talking about Odell Beckham Jr. and how all these teams need to go get him and whatnot. Well, he's coming off ACL surgery. He's not even healthy yet. And, you know, a great Odell is one thing.
Ah.
But if he's off a little bit,
Thủ lại cũng hay không kèm.
I'd rather have one of them other guys, you
What
know.
is he, a quarterback?
He's a receiver, but
Oh,
my
receiver.
point is, even if he's a little better on paper in his career, if he's off a little bit, he's no better than them rookies, really.
Sure.
And the difference between players is so minute.
Well, you know,
Oh.
as a player, you know, we're out here playing and watching or commentating. I mean, us, the pro players, know who the real superstars are way before the public does. A lot of times, you know, people start talking about a player, and I'm like, I've watched that guy play for 8 years. He's awesome. And so this is no shocker to me to see FSR thrusted into the position of Mosconi Cup U.S. Open winner. I'm happy for him.
Absolutely.
And he's such a nice guy. God, I mean, could you be a nicer, more pleasant human
he's a
being to
good
deal
dude.
with? Yeah.
Okay, he's trying to figure out
Rồi,
the
phơi
four
mất
ball
con
right
bi
now, I
số
think,
1 rồi.
more than the 1 to the 2.
Cơ hội ở Filler. Tuy nhiên thì bây giờ anh đang bị dẫn rất
Nice
sâu.
shot, Josh.
Khoảng cách lên
He
tới
goes
4 điểm.
on the
Ui,
side, has a big pocket with the 9. Now, he could play the 3 and off the 9 in the side and drop down and open the pocket for the 4 in the side. He could,
Very observant. That's exactly right.
he
hay
could
thế nhở?
follow down for the opposite side
Điều từ 1
pocket.
ra 2 như này thì đúng là đỉnh rồi.
Get this position though to get on the 4. He's in a good spot. Well, now I don't think he can. I don't think he can get to the opposite side from there. He may have to play this ball off the 9.
Right. And I think
Or does the
Well,
4 go between the 7 and 8?
that's what I'm wondering.
Okay,
I'm
that
not
makes
sure
more
yet.
sense.
Oh, look, I guess it does.
That makes more sense.
Boy, that's an optical illusion.
Yeah, now he can open drawing off the 6 a little bit.
Oh, yeah. There's no way we could have seen that from this angle. But
Rồi,
even
4
looking at the
trông giống
overhead,
vẫn còn đường riêng xuyên khe 7-8.
There it
It's down
goes.
to the rail.
And then, well, the 6 doesn't. Where does the 6
he's
go?
gonna
He's
get-
got to get on
He's
nice
gonna
on
get
the
an
5.
angle. Not a lot, but
Yeah,
enough.
going from the 5 to the 6 is going to be a lot of work here. Try to put the cue ball right where he's standing. Oh, how'd he hit it? Nice shot. Killer filler. 10 feet of cue ball.
Hay quá, hết hình rồi. Một hình độ khó cao như thế.
You don't want him flying.
Điều
around.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Start to run
5.
around that table.
Dã man.
Just make out your will.
Mà
I mean,
Filler vẫn đi hết được.
he just is so tough when he gets rolling.
Chỉ có thể là thua thôi.
He's gonna need the extension here.
Nó con này là phải ra lấy nối thôi. Còn mi cái ra tầm chấm 1
On the 10.
băng dài phía sau lỗ giữa là với lắm rồi.
This deep to the corner. Bottom right English. Beautiful. Yeah, what a gutsy
2 bi nữa.
Right there, being down 5-1. Fantastic play.
Joshua Filler gets back on the board now.
2-5.
2.
Theo cả King Relax, thương hiệu bàn bia tốt nhất Việt Nam.
Be back at the breaking. 5 out of 6 to start. Filler picked up game number 7.
Kenny Schumann, longtime ref, and
Nhìn như này là trông đến đến 1 giờ là
ref and friend
kịp
of
kết
the
thúc buổi
pool,
xem bánh hoàng đấy ạ.
doing a nice job. Out there gloved up like he should be, keeping the balls clean and polished so there's less skids and kicks, as they call them in Europe, which is really probably a more accurate way to word it.
Tốc độ này là hơi nhanh.
Oh yeah.
Hai cầu thủ mới thi đấu 50 phút thôi.
Yeah, we
Tỷ
were
số là
from
5-2 rồi.
noon yesterday till 2 in the morning.
Nhưng pha thủ bi thường ngã ngũ chỉ sau khoảng 2 đến 3 cơ mà thôi.
You and I and Mark Wilson, I mean, this is quite an event.
Trận thi đấu này thi đấu chạm 11 nhá.
Yeah, something's going on with the rack for sure. Not saying he hit those his best.
Yeah, none of the balls went. The 10 didn't move,
I
which
know,
is
but
encouraging,
something's
something's not right.
going on with the
Yep,
rack for
yep,
sure.
yep.
Maybe, as good as those are, I've found I need to change them every now and again.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
So
Yeah, they can get a little crinkled up or wrecked from
Yeah.
being used so much.
doesn't look like he wants
Bàn
to
thi đấu thứ
attack.
8.
We'll see.
Hai cầu thủ vẫn đi phá thuê cho nhau thôi.
Under the 10.
No, he cut it too
Uh-oh,
much.
cut
That's
it
a
too
common-
much. Yep.
That's a
Okay.
common mistake on that shot. Overcut it. You're trying to
Filler
control
đẩy
the
con bi
movement.
Right.
Just gets away from you a little.
hỏng rồi.
He's left a one.
Nguyên khe 70.
Tough, but I mean, it's doable. You figure to hit the 2.
Yeah, he may have to jump a sliver of this ball.
Oh, okay.
And he can't use the short cue, but if it's just a sliver, it shouldn't be a problem getting over it. Maybe can swerve, like a little level swerve kind of.
Oh, I think he's cueing right to it.
Yeah, I think so.
He's got a window.
Yeah, he was looking to see if he made them both.
Oh, perfect.
How would he be on the 3? Which would have been ideal.
Tôi nghĩ là trong trường hợp vừa rồi Filler sẽ đẩy ăn con 1 luôn.
That five
Tuy nhiên anh muốn
shooting
chạy
ball coming
chạy
off
đạn.
this end rail. It looks like a volleyball setting out there. You got to get past it to see the 3.
Yeah, here.
Đạn hỏng cái là thôi.
That's all. You'll get there.
Nice shot.
And that's the one thing about the way the table's playing. You can use some side to check the ball. A lot of times the TV table is very difficult to do that.
Right.
Mà ba hơi mỏng
Swing,
rồi.
check back into position.
Yeah, if you're going away from the angle trying to check it back, it's not impossible, but
Mà ba này hơi mỏng rồi.
trust the bed a little more rather than the rail helping you. Meaning you use a little less check and just hope, trust the faster bed rolling into position. It's tricky, really. And that's the one thing,
Em chào anh Trang nhá.
Mosconi, so it's the one thing that Mosconi, you almost have to remind yourself.
Vẫn cú hãm lực tốt.
I mean, we've tried. You just can't duplicate.
Yeah. Yeah, you got
Certainly
Ruiz
can't
à?
duplicate what you feel.
Sanchez Ruiz nếu như mà tôi
like
nhìn
more
không nhầm
deflection
thì
and less swerve.
Yeah, you can hit the ball thicker.
Yeah.
nó là Black. Black và ngọn Revo.
I tend to play it even last year from kind of nowhere with the 4-inch pockets. I still kind of play it, like which I play a lot, like a 7-foot position, real simple, kind of thing. But I don't mind playing the ball up long, on the slip.
Sau này thi đấu thứ 2 thì chỉ còn duy nhất Nguyễn Phúc Long là đang ở trên nhánh thắng thôi.
The ball can get difficult with
Cả
the
Lương Đức
inside
Thiện và Dương
rounds.
Quốc Hoàng đều đã rơi xuống nhánh thua. Hết hình rồi.
FSR looking to extend back to 4 games, and we're moving down the line in this match. So just the way he's playing, you know, Filler's really got to capitalize on every inning. It seems like.
Yeah, this is the way you have to play to beat Joshua Filler. You just have to play amazing, get a couple rolls, and FSR
Icon.
has done that so far.
Thế chắc là Icon đâu để tôi xem lại ảnh. Thế tôi phải xem lại ảnh để tôi mới nhìn rõ được. Vì trên cái livestream này nó đang bị mờ quá.
Very impressive performance.
Got a little more out of that, but shouldn't be a problem. He just kind of didn't even have to go the rail, I don't think. Yeah.
À đúng rồi. Màu xám xám với cái chìa này là Icon.
12-4 Revo.
Có ring trắng. Ok, Icon.
Pretty certain it's the 12.
Filler thì không chơi Pantera từ khá khá lâu rồi. Chắc là khoảng 2 tháng rồi.
Yeah, that Mosconi Cup table, you know, emulating those conditions like you're talking about.
Trận của Jalen Shaw và Federer thì được diễn ra sau trận thi đấu này.
Yeah, I mean,
Because that
we've
place
gotten it better for sure.
Uh-huh.
It's just difficult to totally get it the
Right,
same. You know.
right.
6-2.
Looks like he's going to go the side rail.
Man, Josh, break from the center, buddy. Got to make those balls in the side.
Yeah, but I mean, they haven't been cooperating, not only with him, but with his opponent that leads him by 4 games as well.
Let's see what this 5-6 does. Well, from the rail, I
doesn't
don't
come
know.
close.
They're not even going to come close.
One on the side. Cue ball coming back with the 2 a little bit.
Filler phá ra gì đây? 2 đâu?
This way, it looks like it.
Vẫn khó thôi.
Difficult push out. He may have to push out, just push towards the 9 a little bit for the 2 rail kick underneath the 2 ball. You can't let him see the 2. Possible way here.
Vẫn giống
Yeah,
là
I mean,
có má chạm.
I'm watching Roland Garcia. I mean, makes like 3 and 4 balls and straight on the one. Like, I think you got to.
Vẫn giống là có má chạm đi số 2.
And if the rack's chewed up or something, let's get a new one. But man, to go to the side rail, I don't like questioning these great players, but I'm just not a big fan of breaking from over there. For years, everybody breaks in the center. The balls break amazing. You know, the balls go on the side, the 4 railers. And now it's like just completely abandon that. I don't quite understand that.
Well, I don't like letting him see this ball.
No. Oh, no, you're going to end up a mile away here.
Yeah,
you're
behind the 5
You're going to
and
be behind
8
the
and all.
5 and 4 and all that down there, and the 2 over by the 9.
Filler có định chạy an toàn con bi này. Mà để làm gì đây?
Yeah, I would have had to roll out, like I said, just short of the 9 and let him pass back that 2 rail kick underneath the 2. There's a lot of good things that could happen.
Yeah.
Now, is this a little flat?
A little
I mean,
bit.
the thing here, the 5 and 8 and all that's so good. I think you
You
even
don't have
if
to get down to the 4, right? You just
well, even if you're worried about where the 2's going, you can't pass this shot. I don't
That's
think.
right. Just come down between the 5-10.
But that's the thing. There were so many good
So
things
much.
there.
Vẫn là thủ 2.
Even if you got a little lucky per se.
Lọt
quote
tí còn
unquote,
2 và vẫn
percentages on your side.
bằng cách nào đấy kê vào đầu 5. Chạy phía sau đuôi sau 8.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing we do talk about with Josh at times is occasional rollouts here and there. But I think there's a vast amount of players these days that make some questionable rollouts.
I think people I call it over pushing. I mean, they just push to like ridiculous spots that the other player goes, go ahead. I mean, you want to make them think a little bit. If you've pushed it so difficult that the other
Anh
player
nhìn cái
just
chuôi
doesn't
của
get out
Filler
the
trông
clearance
không
and
quen
shoots
lắm.
you
Không
messed up.
không chắc là chuôi gì.
I think Josh there was
Giờ
just
có
a
chủ
little
nhiệm 3 chip.
frustrated with the way the balls broke and didn't give
Gõ
it
phát là ra.
much thought, almost just out of like kind of frustration possibly, because that push out, I mean, FSR's taken that 100 times in a row and playing safe on you.
Yeah, I think that's worse than the other end of things that you brought up, which is, your opponent says you push out. and you immediately
Sượt
get
siêu
it.
mỏng cánh con bi số 2. Cái một băng ra hợp lệ.
You push out where you're never getting
Và
it back, that's a bigger
may mắn một
Oh,
chút,
yeah.
nó chính là con cái và con bi số 2 dính nhau rồi. Chắc chắn là côn vào nhau rồi.
This is a testament to how great FSR frustrate Josh at all means you're playing.
Thì các bạn Trang và Albin này.
Body language, nothing's going right. And,
Albin chiến thắng với tỷ số
you know,
11-9 nhé.
just playing phenomenal, taking this match and just earning it, taking it, not hoping to win it.
Yeah, this is a funny shot here.
Boy, you're not kidding. Is he playing this off the 7?
Yeah, but
He
I
looks
don't.
like
God, I don't think he can really wrap the corner without
Ooh.
really taking a chance. I think he has to come behind the 3.
the 7 was dead. Wow.
Wow, he wasn't trying to make.
Ra mà bi số 2 quá khó để xử lý và Sanchez quyết định là chạy tiếp.
Well,
Đang lợi thế, chưa việc gì. Khi mà đối mặt với một cầu thủ có độ chính xác rất cao như Joshua Filler. Trượt một bi rồi các bi còn lại nó biến mất thì nó cũng là chuyện rất bình thường. Tôi chỉ đang đánh nội dung 9 bi ấy. Bạn đang đánh nội dung 9 bi là livestream ấy, chứ không phải là ấy đâu.
Wow, that shot didn't come up very often.
No, it does not. It does not. He did pretty well with it. Wow, Josh does not have any options here. I'd love to hear your thoughts here.
Well, the only offense I see is really the 2 off the 10.
Vâng, thì tôi đồng ý với các bạn là Sanchez muốn cộng 2 ăn 7 trong tình huống con bi cái nó bị côn vào băng ngắn và con bi số 2 nó nằm ở chấm 2 băng dài. Đồng ý với các bạn luôn. Kết quả của trận Aloysius Yap chiến thắng với tỷ số chung cuộc là 11-9 nhé. Roland Garcia thua.
I'd probably check this with a hair inside.
Oh, okay.
Or straight.
Well, I guess if you
use
can do that,
yeah,
sure.
if you can use straight, that's fine.
Yeah,
also.
go with that for sure.
I thought he maybe.
Thế
had
đã
a
có
I did too.
2 cái tên lọt vào bán kết rồi. Đó là Aloysius Yap và Albin Ocean. Aloysius Yap sẽ đánh trận bán kết với người chiến thắng ở trong trận đấu chúng ta đang xem đây. Còn Albin Ocean thì anh sẽ đối mặt với Federgos hoặc Jason Shaw.
It's a little tricky.
It's a little steep. Yeah, he's gonna have to really spin
It's
it.
just because the 8.
Yes.
So you don't want to shoot the 5 with a bunch of angle to come across.
Right.
So you have to be able to get by the 8 with the cue ball, and you can't cheat the pocket or anything trying to.
Filler chạy đạn phải nói là chán nhất thế giới luôn. Bởi vì tại sao? Bắn chính xác quá rồi, cần gì phải thủ nữa. Khi bạn đã công tốt rồi, bạn không cần phải thủ.
I'll tell you what. I think this can work. This looks to me like he can follow forward and go in between the 8-9 and come right.
2 4 5. 5 bi nữa. 5 là 6 khá khoai rồi. Đẩy con này một băng ra mà va mà má bi số 8 là thôi. Khó luôn. Vâng ạ. Một cú lừa lỗ tốt của Francisco Sanchez. Jason Shaw và Federgos sẽ đánh vâng ạ, sẽ đánh sau trận này. Sẽ đánh sau trận này nhé. Ui trời, tí nữa ăn rùa 6 ở đấy thì thôi, đứt. Top 100 thế giới về chơi bia thì có Canboy S, Darren Appleton, Neil Swain cũng bị cận. Neil Swain cận đâu đó 2 phẩy. Theo tôi nhớ là như vậy.
Sometimes that way the cue ball will carry downward. If you just come across it naturally, it's going to cut the ball more, and the cue ball is going to come across the table.
Yeah.
So, like I said, even when you're not needing to swerve it there, he needed to swerve it because the side.
Cú băng trúng bio 6 của Filler. Tuy nhiên thì phơi rồi. Đúng kiểu gọi là hành tao bao nhiêu ngày, hôm nay tao trả thù.
I mean, yeah, the way he's playing, no side spin. You're gonna make these sometimes, not every time. Oh, here comes a safety. Well,
À đúng rồi, đấy, còn có cả
yeah,
Alex Pagulayan nữa.
yeah, I thought it was gonna stop where Josh could stick him on the 8.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're
too.
both having a
Suýt
good
chút nữa
lap.
thì đùi vẫn còn đường riêng, con video 6 cho Joshua Filler.
Away a little bit.
Chúng ta chuẩn bị chứng kiến những
Yeah,
pha
got him cut off unless he wants to
Bia tháo nút lùi chăng?
go inside spin. I don't know if he can make this ball. Yeah, it looked like it was gonna
Trượt rồi.
And it's gonna get fairly safe.
Có may mắn cho Filler hay không?
Well, this is that distance thing.
Ok,
No,
may mắn rồi.
well, because
I
the
might
8
kick behind.
right.
Không có đường
right.
riêng video 6.
So now, if he comes off this 6 ball, 3 rails down underneath the 8, but you're pushing the 6 over. near
Carlo
the
Biado
wall.
thì có tham dự giải này nhá, nhưng mà tuy nhiên anh chỉ đánh nội dung 9B thôi.
You're gonna shave it.
Right. No, I like letting it come up.
Carlo vẫn đang thi đấu ở trên nhánh thắng.
This ain't the worst one to shave though.
Sáng ngày hôm nay có cái luồng livestream tôi có live ở trên fanpage Lão Mõ.
Everything naturally kind of working.
Carlo Biado và Jonas Soto.
Well, if
Khổ thân ông
anybody
em
can cut the paint off
Soto.
on, it's this little monster right here.
Dẫn 9-4 nhưng bị bật lại 19.
Great shot and avoid the scratches.
Thua trận này phải gọi là nhớ đời luôn.
Oh, he's yeah, he's
Usually when
going
he
for it.
comes with it.
I know he's so good at these.
3 in the side.
Oh, he cut it a little thin but safe. Yeah, they're laughing. Yeah, they're definitely good buddies. You won't see a top
Vẫn
player
chưa được.
miss a ball and smile ear to ear too often. What do you think, Jay?
You
Thin
gotta
off-
shave it.
shave it,
And just
come back.
bonus behind.
Yes,
behind.
yes, exactly.
Vâng. Thi đấu ở trên bàn 10 feet này thì sẽ không chỉ lỗ nhé.
10 foot away.
Mặc dù là đánh 10B nhưng không cần chỉ lỗ.
Oh yeah, this is
Probably
he
go
might
and
bank
go
this.
and
Yeah, try to bank it. It carries position.
Could fluke it off the 8
Yeah,
if,
right.
if you hadn't overcut it off the rail,
That's
off the
right.
side rail. I think he's supposed to shoot here.
And sometimes it can hit the right side of the 8 and then go side rail, end rail, and get safe. You got a few plays. He's kicking behind it, I think.
Oof.
Well, he was cueing
Looked
to
like
do
he
that.
had to curve it to do that a little bit.
Yes,
He comes in just naturally
Oh,
behind
yeah,
it. It
he's-
looks like he's gonna.
he's curving behind it. Oh, what a hit! Man, was that a great shot right there?
He's gonna leave a kiss shot on the 8 maybe, but nothing.
Nào, có lẽ đây là pha thủ bi dài nhất
Yeah,
trong trận đấu.
says nice shot.
Khi mà hai cơ thủ mỗi cơ thủ có tới bao nhiêu nhỉ? Pha chạm bi thứ 6 pha chạm bi 6 này của Francisco Sanchez Ruiz sẽ là pha chạm bi thứ 4 liên tiếp của anh.
Where the cue ball's at, leaving the cue ball up there around the 8 is about all you got, unless you see something better. Off the top of my head, I just don't
No,
see
I,
what else
I
you
think
can do. Is
that's
that the shot?
That's decent safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I would kill the ball with inside though.
Right, right. Anytime I can put
I
a little
think he's
left, I
just
like.
floating it, not bringing the 6 all the way down, just using just going for the snooker itself.
Oh wow! I'll tell you what.
A little much.
Just a little. He's got a shot for Josh, real tough shot, but I think he can make it.
I think it's that bad, is it?
Vẫn lòi.
Half diameter, so above the 6. You're supposed
Well,
to make this. Even
yeah.
though it's not a hanger,
no,
but
of
I mean,
course,
I
yeah.
think
Chưa ra cái gì.
Favorite.
80% or
Yeah.
on this one.
Nice shot.
Tell how thin it was.
Yeah.
6 barely crept in.
Đây rồi.
Ball zigzag some 3.5
Hay quá nhỉ?
balls.
I think he has to come across, play the 9 in the same pocket. High left English.
Ăn được 6 cái đấy nhất rồi.
Very nice.
Just 2 rails here. Josh doesn't use a ton of side spin most of the time. He'll use a little bit, but one thing he does is distance. Our players like myself and others, we want to get a little closer to the ball.
Sure.
So a lot of
3-6
times closer to the
cho
ball,
Joshua
we
Filler.
get a little more side spin.
Right.
And
And
so,
things can go bad.
well, you know, it's just preference kind of
Yeah.
thing, right? I mean, he just utilizes what he does real well, which is that straight shooting. You know, like
Yeah.
if he's got a ball in the middle diamond, let's say on the right side rail, and he's got to get to a ball that's past the side on the left side rail, and then the third ball's back down table. Well, a lot of players will go with top inside and go side rail, end rail, to the side rail, and get that little bounce to get closer. Where he'll just come 2 rails to the head string and take that immediate angle, even though it's further away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful thing, really. He doesn't sweat it at all. He just gets down and knocks the balls in.
Well, you know, I watch him play one pocket. Love the way he plays one pocket. I think his straight pull is fantastic. He adjusts his game in whatever game he's playing. I mean, he's just so wise. His straight pull patterns are fantastic. Shot selections, I totally agree with. And I have a pretty critical eye with the straight pull. And a lot of players run balls, but it's, you know, it's a little low percentage. And he plays very smart, and he plays rotation very smart.
Here. Now that's the thing that Josh didn't do. He went immediately side row, FSR, staying out the center, but moving over to his right. Yeah, right wing. Now he cut those a hair, but still, I just feel like it's time to refresh rack.
Yeah, mix it up. Just last night, the balls were breaking great.
All day.
Yeah, all day.
Cú phá ván thi đấu thứ 10 của Sanchez. Cú phá thủ quá dã man luôn.
Let's see a push out here from Josh for. Fortunate for Josh, the one is covered up, so a little easier to push. I don't know if I take this. There's a lot of getting by the 9 and 7 and all that's very difficult. You know.
I still think that's what he has to try to do. Go 2 rails around the 9, but man,
Yeah,
you can
play the
mess
1
this
though.
up.
Just make sure
Yeah.
the 1's on the back row and
Right.
the 3, and just take your chances if you get by the 9 and 7.
Right.
That's all you can
that's
do.
That's right. Yep, he did his job there.
Now he'd like to kick this way. He can kick both side rails, whichever one. But you'll notice that when he hits the 1, the cue ball is going to continue going forward, and there's no traffic there. If he kicks the other way, the 3's in the way to get separation. This way, he can get some separation maybe. He caught it a little thinner.
Got away with it. Look at this. Now you're rolling pretty good when you hook the guy there. That's. It's going to be a tough kick. Oh, no, he can go between the 4-5. Okay. He figures to hit it.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out what he can do with it.
Not much. Hit and hope.
Yeah,
Hit and glance and
he'd
run.
like to come across the top and come down here with the cue ball, but he caught it full. He's going to be okay, I think.
Oh, wow. I hooked him right back. They're smiling. That's good to see. Not good for Team USA to see these two guys getting along so well. I might have to go up to him and go, hey, did you hear what FSR said about you, Josh? See if we can start a little rivalry right before December. Yeah, these two are going to be a killer combination out there in that Mosconi Cup.
And just a kick off the back rail, not a whole lot you can predict, and really you shouldn't, because you may not get a rail if you hit it easy. He's going to maybe get fortunate again.
Yeah,
I don't
covered him up. Okay,
I don't think
covered
he's
him
got
up.
a
Wow,
shot.
they're both grinning ear to ear like, what is happening? These two balls have stayed near each other 3 kicks in a row, and not one time a shot. I cannot tell what he's doing here. Wow, very smart. Played the 1 off the 3 to stop it. Good thinking. Didn't quite come off like he wanted, but that was smart.
Nãy giờ cả hai cầu thủ kiểu không cần đi về chỗ ngồi luôn. Đúng kiểu bắn bia Việt Nam, bắn trong phát đứng ra ngoài cái đối thủ vào chọc phát lại đi vào chọc tiếp luôn.
High left ball. That's about all you got, isn't
Pretty
it?
simple.
Yeah.
Những cú đưa bi cái vào bi số 1.
Nicely executed.
Chạy luôn lòn khe qua những con bi mục tiêu khác để bắt đuôi đối thủ. Tuy nhiên đến pha này thì không biết là có gì không. Tôi nghĩ là vẫn sẽ có đường chạy.
But what happens is you lose track on the 1 when you put that inside or side spin on the ball a lot of times. Now Now sometimes it's needed to
Right,
get the
sure,
snooker, but if
sure.
it's not, oh,
Yeah,
that
don't
ball
do it.
Marse để
What do you take a shot
vào
with this
mỏng
and
con bi
run
số
into
1.
balls?
Cái
If
chạy
you
hai
knock it up
băng
table,
ra
it
phía
puts your
sau
head
8 9
6-3
10
and
không
keep
thành
the
công.
heat on Josh.
I think if he's a little awkwardly stretched, so I think maybe he
Dạng
passed.
giải này không được dùng gậy sút tê nhé.
He's got a lot of balls he can do something with, and he can shave the one with side spin and come back behind some balls. Looks like he's going the other way. He's going to chop it on that end. This leaves a little more of the. Okay, he really held it.
Boy, he
It's
did.
going to get in the gap though.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Looks like he's driving the one out between the 2-5 to me, cue ball behind the 10,
Yeah, pretty easy shot.
right?
The only way you wouldn't do that is if you can't see enough of the one to do so.
So he's not bringing the one up real far. He's just going to bump the one up 3 feet and cue ball over behind the 10, you think?
Yeah. I mean, he might try and get it up further and come up on the 10, but I doubt it.
Oh, I like that. Jeez, that was beautiful.
And that one went narrowly right on the line by the 2.
Yeah, nice shot.
Jesus Atencio stretched the lead to 7-3 over Justin Martin. Alex Pagaline tied up at 5 apiece with Yanni Uski. Thorsten Holman getting ready to tee it off at 2 o'clock hour.
Didn't give up much there. He could play the bank and accept the long cut on the 2 ball. I don't see too many safe opportunities here. Hate to shoot at a bank, though, that doesn't lead to. Yeah, he's thinking of running off the right side and coming down. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. I can't tell what he's doing here. Yeah, he's playing a nice little safe. Okay. Covered the 1.
Fortunate contact on the 9 there, catching it full, holding the cue ball. Yeah, FSR and David both are so good at these kicks.
Rồi vẫn có âm thanh bình thường mà.
Different ways.
Vậy tôi vừa tắt mic tí thôi.
Cue ball maybe the side rail. See how he's done that right there? You know, just different ways to hit these, getting the one to the back, trying to utilize the 5, 6, 2, 8 and all that.
Filler và Sanchez Ruiz giao đấu phải đến tầm khoảng độ
And they never overhit him.
500 hiệp con bi số 1 này rồi.
Josh would like to go 3 rails off the side of this one, down behind the 7. 1, 2, 3.
Liệu ai sẽ là người chiến thắng ở trong cái màn thủ bi này đây? Vẫn cứ là đùi.
I think the 4 is a little in the way here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's got to manipulate the cue ball.
Yes. Yes. 2
Little
rails.
ball spin.
Yeah, I think so. You can scratch off the back of this one so easy. Oh, he hit it perfect. Look at this.
Chết 1-0.
Yeah, gonna hook.
Không chết 1.
Nicely.
À bằng gót con 1 không rơi.
Get through between the 8 and 6 and the 10 and all that, but I don't think he can make it.
Filler cũng không thể nhìn thấy bi số 1.
What a safety exchange.
He can maybe kick it out.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
catch a double kick
Khó.
here. Don't think it's makeable. Yeah, like that one
what a
pocket shot.
Very one pocket.
Rồi lại móc 1 đi ra ngoài.
He's left to return.
Nhìn này trông giống kiểu đánh con pocket ạ.
He may have to shade this. Can he get to,
Right.
to the left side, our left side?
I think so, Jeremy, because if he drives that one up, it catches the 2. I think he has to try to get the cue ball behind the 10 and the 1 out by the spot.
Ooh, I don't think he can do that.
No?
That's why I was saying I think he's got to shave it maybe, but
Oh, okay. I
think
think
trying
he's
to
making
move
a
Cầm
full
xuống.
hit to drive the 1 out of play.
Hai
He
băng.
was able to catch it full.
Okay.
Boy, he's happy with that result.
He caught a lot of left
Yeah,
side of it.
yeah, he had the full ball there. Of course, the players have a better perspective than we do, so we're guesstimating sometimes, but just trying to give the people at home all the options we can think of so that you guys at home can become better players and then knock us out of a tournament at a later date.
Chết 7. Đấy, cuối cùng nó cũng có phải có may mắn.
Three covers him up. Wow.
Ăn rồi bị số 7 rồi.
Well, if anybody can punch in this combo,
Wheeler
it's
sẽ
this
bắn
guy,
tiếp.
but-
I think if it wasn't awkward queuing, he shoots at it.
Right.
To be honest with you.
Right.
Tỷ số đang là 6-3 cho Sanchez Ruiz nhé.
I like him running safe. I could.
Trận đấu chạm 11.
Back down. Oh no, he's not. Okay.
Yeah, he's staying composed, not getting
Rồi không có đường
frustrated,
riêng 1
shooting.
và Filler lại tiếp tục đi chạy tiếp.
Very smart.
Khó chịu dã man.
Gotta love it. These guys battling for that shot
I
on
know.
one.
Like 10 kicks at the one.
Filler có đánh 9 bi nhé.
That's about the first time I've seen anybody try to do that this whole tournament, just tie up a ball.
Well, it's because the kick, you know, I'm surprised he did it there because very doable kick shot.
Yes.
Vâng, giải này không phải báo lỗ anh Trang nhé.
What he's
10 bi đánh ở trên cái bàn to này thì sẽ không phải chỉ lỗ.
wow, great. He kicks.
Không được dùng gậy nhảy, tuy nhiên thì cũng không cần chỉ lỗ.
It was just kind of automatic, to be honest with you. But I do understand what he's saying, but just in case Josh gets out here on a tough out.
Hoàng sao tí sẽ like ở trên fanpage nha.
I think maybe a little momentum at least in
Thua ở
Josh's
trên
mind.
thua cây chi á? Cây chi thua, thắng thua là chuyện bình thường có gì đâu.
More positive looking at this match. We'll see what the balls decide and how the break goes, but I don't think I
Một trận thắng, một trận thua, chả ai nói lên điều gì.
Thể
thao mà các bạn.
Or maybe break it out, but the 6-8's not that bad.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, the 9's kind of ugly being there with it.
Right.
But
Oh, wow, that was interesting.
yeah, it's got to go.
Lên, ui, khéo quá khéo luôn.
6-8. Thank you. You
Yeah.
could play a safety
Yeah,
on the 6.
yeah, you could. What I like to do here is I try to get on the 6-8, and if I land perfect, then I go forward with the combination, and if I don't, then you duck. But take a chance at landing just right on it.
Yeah, you can do it a couple different ways. He can draw off of this ball, coming up the table back at the 6-8. He can chip it in with the inside, I think, coming across. There is a cross corner bank that goes as well on the 6.
Oh, yeah.
It's not terrible. He's already buried a big one on the 1 ball earlier in this match.
Rồi, 5 là 6 kho. 6 không có đường riêng. Má này ăn 5 thì vâng ạ.
Oh, he's cutting it. He's cutting it one round.
À, được 2 băng không? Chạy tiếp luôn.
I did not see that coming. I really thought he would shoot that.
Trông giống là
Did all
Big
right.
surprise to me.
không.
Hard to question.
Không ăn được rồi.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, he goes with his gut feeling, and then.
Ocolo
that's
không
pretty well in his career.
ít đánh rồi.
But I really
Cấm
thought
sang Mỹ 5 năm cơ mà.
I would have bet big money he was not playing safe there. He really confused me with that. But see what FSR can do from here. Soft kick, high right English. Oh, not. Well, tied up the 8 to the 6. That's not bad. Do you like
Rồi.
the 3 rail?
Bạn này bàn 5 gỡ tình huống 6-8 thôi.
Dislodge the 8.
And move the 8.
Yeah,
Cue
you
ball might
Không
even
tính
right
đi
up
luôn.
on the
Right.
right.
6-9.
Right.
Đặt gậy là pha.
Slowly dislodge the 8. Not a lot of
Just
speed.
like that.
Yeah.
I like it.
Gỡ khó quá. Lấy đầu gậy để chạy bi gỡ. Khoái đét rồi.
He's going to try and bump the 6 a little bit here, I believe. Kind of painted himself into a corner here with.
I like this shot. Just nudge the 6 out and
Yeah.
and make Josh have to maybe burn it in, tying these balls.
Ooh, that came out a lot.
Denis Ogolo bị cấm bởi vì vi phạm
Still got to maneuver the cue ball.
vi phạm cái gì nhỉ? Nó gọi là không, nó có một cái lỗi
Tougher 6'8".
tự
It's
nhiên tôi
not
quên
that
đại loại
tough
là
at
sử dụng
all.
sai mục đích của visa.
It really isn't. If you look at our overhead, John, that we have here in the booth, I mean,
Yeah.
looking at the table, I mean,
Yeah, sometimes you have to shoot shots like this. There's
I
not
don't
much you
think
can
it's
do.
a tough shot myself. I didn't think the last combination was that tough. And this one with ball in hand, he's going for the cross side bank, looks like.
Cross side bank. Wow.
That's okay.
Wow, sure. But I mean, you
got
had to land perfect here. Yeah, and he did.
Yeah, and the reason why he had to land perfect is because the 8 doesn't pass the 9.
Rồi, ra màn này thì cân 6 xong lại
May have to push the 8 a
không,
little
cân
bit.
6 vẫn sẽ có đường riêng 8 lỗ góc. Vâng ạ. Cân 6 vẫn sẽ có đường riêng 8 lỗ góc. Cú bắn tốt của Joshua Filler.
He can cheat the pocket and draw back here.
Oh, okay.
No problem. Rather than queuing over the 10 for the 9 on a little bit of a cut, just cheat the hole here.
Very nice. What a nice tactical exchange between these two. I mean, there
Oh.
was. Oh.
Ui,
okay.
lỗ to thật.
Lucky that one went.
He's happy that went down.
9 vẫn rơi. 4-6. Ô,
What a
cắm bách kia.
very interesting rack.
Sao chưa đánh à?
If you're just joining us, I'm Jeremy Jones with John Schmidt. We're at the 2022 International. It's the Bigfoot Challenge, the 10-foot event. This is one of our last 2 quarterfinal matches here to start day 3. We'll get on to 2 semifinals after the quarters are complete. And then our final match this evening. Our defending champion still in it with a big comeback win last night over J.L. Chang, that being Albin Ocean.
Yeah, that was one for the history books. What a match. We have one of Poole's dignitaries in the front row, Jerry Bryseth. He's being inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame in a couple of days. I'm real happy for him. Good friend of mine, great instructor and player, and a friend to Poole, and we're lucky to have him.
Federgos và Renshaw sẽ đánh
That's a cool
sau trận này nhá.
Yeah.
well.
Wow.
Cả thế giới nó chỉ có đâu đó 5-6 cái bàn Diamond 10 feet này thôi à.
You could have half the career he's had.
Nên là giải đấu cũng chỉ có duy nhất một bàn này thôi.
That guy's won everything.
Các trận đấu diễn ra lần lượt.
Still eluded him. Amazing.
Đấy, trận này đến trận
Does
kia.
seem a little bit that way,
Not
doesn't it?
the US Open 9 ball and the World 9 ball.
Rồi, Filler có một cú phá chết bi.
SVB had a lot to do with that. He beat him, I think, 2 years in a row in the final in the US Open. And then
Nhưng mà không có hình.
Dennis did make one World 9 ball final, if I remember correctly. But really, I mean, he won the World 10 ball, of course, all kinds of events in different disciplines.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Derby City Classic events.
Yeah, unbelievable all-around player. I've seen him give spots to players that we consider pro caliber, really, like give them
Đó.
the 8, 9,
Chạy
10,
an toàn.
10 ball in 5 games going to 21 and stick them up 2 or 3 sets in a row. And these
Ra
guys
đây
are 700
gài
ball.
tình huống con bi số 3.
Solid
Oh,
little-
no doubt
You
about
know,
it.
like
Great
good.
player.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he does not have much here. What do you like here, Jeremy? You see anything?
Can he just simply roll this at the 4 and just drop the cue ball to the right of the 5, trying to use the 9-10?
You read my mind.
Với nội dung 10 bi bàn Bigfoot này thì không bấm giờ đâu nhá.
Here, I think.
Oh, he's two railing it out of there, or yeah,
Trying to
keeping
kill the
yeah,
ball.
and that works too.
Put the 2 up by.
Yeah, that works too, doesn't it?
Well, the game's just so much different when there's not jump cues.
Yeah.
You know, like certain safeties, you can take on a lot more simple stuff, not so much worry.
That's right.
And I don't think
Không
jump
sử dụng
cues
gậy
are
nhảy.
anywhere- They're not going anywhere. And I don't think
No.
there's supposed to go anywhere to be
Nên
honest.
là cứ A ra những cái má kiểu như này thôi. Nếu mà thực sự là nếu mà BA được sử dụng gậy nhảy thì những con đấy là sẽ là sút T rồi.
Maybe getting the run started.
Yeah, he's going to shoot at this. I'll tell you what, this is a huge shot in the match. Up
Đây rồi.
6-4, if he could put this down, really make a statement. And well on his way to winning the match. If he misses this, now you got Josh Filler chasing after you right on your heels with maybe a one-game lead. Big shot.
He's not only got to hit it well, he's got to hit the gap with the cue ball, and he's got to put a little right, not a lot, but a little right English here.
Such a tough shot there.
Bigfoot này là bàn to hơn bàn thi đấu tiêu chuẩn thôi. Bigfoot là một cái từ tiếng Anh để chỉ quái vật lông trắng, một con người tuyết có kiểu người khổng lồ tuyết ạ, lông trắng. Tại sao người ta đặt cái tên bàn Diamond là Bigfoot? Bởi vì cái bàn này là bàn 10 feet. Bàn này to hơn so với bàn thi đấu tiêu chuẩn. Có vậy thôi. Một giờ Hoàng Sao đánh nhá.
I'm really making him come with it again after he just missed another a long one that was a little easier than this. Little bit.
Yeah, this is.
I think he's supposed to shoot though.
Yeah.
Stun towards the four, right?
Yeah, I like shots where I know.
Cơ hội thứ hai cho Francisco Sanchez để làm lại với con đi số 2.
If you make it, you're good. If you miss it, they're probably taking on a tough shot. Boy, it doesn't get any tougher than this. Wow, what a shot.
Rồi, lần này thì không trượt nữa rồi. Ngon luôn.
Off angle here. I don't know. I may just drag this in. Or if I can pinch it coming out and getting the angle, that's fine too. But the 8 scares me a little bit.
Sure.
A little bit.
Huge. If you overcut this a tiny bit and still make it, you could hook yourself. I like him to pinch this with bottom right, slide the cue ball out to the right 10 inches, just like that.
Yeah.
He executed it incredibly well.
He got the angle. He may go top inside here.
Right. 2 rails under the 5 and
maybe
shoot the 5 in the same hole maybe.
The stun's there.
Okay.
I mean, it is definitely there. And so this one's just a little bit of preference, really. Like Josh, he's not going top inside here.
Xem lên so gì. Vấn đề là trận của Jason So này trùng giờ với trận của Dương Quốc Hoàng, thế bây giờ phải làm thế nào anh em? Ý các bạn sao?
I didn't think it was easy. I didn't think it was doable.
No,
I thought he had too much angle.
Yeah, it was right on the borderline. He hit it incredible. He hit it as full as you could hit it, and still almost got on top of the 5, which is why you not thinking it was available makes perfect sense.
A little inside, just a hair. And that's what people don't realize also is when your stroke is better, to get that effect right there, you don't need as much inside because your top English, works a little better as well. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the most common faults I see for myself if I'm playing bad or people at home when we're trying to improve their game is they just don't follow through enough. When we video them, they're stopping the tip right at the cue ball, and they think they're following through, and they watch the video and go, wow, I have like a quarter inch.
Đồng ý với các bạn.
And these top players, you'll notice their tip goes through the cue ball, even right there, it went through an inch or two.
Yeah.
Tôi sẵn sàng chiều các bạn thôi, nhưng mà chỉ mong là các bạn thỉnh thoảng buông ít lời chó má với tôi thôi. Cảm ơn các bạn rất nhiều. Rồi rồi, chút nữa sẽ livestream cả 2 trận nha. Hôm nay tôi phụ anh em được 2 trận rồi. Đó, 7-4 cho Francisco Sanchez. Và hai cầu thủ có lẽ là sẽ nghỉ giữa giờ một tí.
Thực tập hình Bilux, thương hiệu bán bia tốt nhất Việt Nam.
Không, chả có gì phát lại ở đây nhỉ. Cứ đêm này rõ ràng là sẽ là trực tiếp rồi. Chứ nếu mà phát lại thì ai lại đi phát lại vào nửa đêm thế này. Không, tôi không phải Minh Tước nhá. Minh Tước chắc nó đi ngủ rồi. Tôi là Minh Tú. Ui, Federer đang bán quả áo có chữ Don't Quit. Chống được phết nhưng mà thôi, bỏ bia rồi không mua nữa. Ờ, ờ, Hết cảnh thì nghỉ thôi các bạn. Các bạn không thấy là ở trên kênh này nhiều thằng chửi tôi chơi bia ngủ à? Chính xác là như thế gì nữa. Giải thi đấu này với cái nội dung 9 bi thì 128 cầu thủ chọn ra có 16 cầu thủ ở vòng loại trực tiếp thôi, cho nên là cái vòng loại nhanh thắng nhanh thua nó còn diễn ra thêm 2 ngày nữa. Lâu dã man. Lợi thế của các cầu thủ thi đấu ở nhanh thắng nó sẽ rõ ràng hơn rất nhiều so với lợi thế của các cầu thủ ở nhánh thua. Các cầu thủ nhánh thua đánh tới 7 trận, trong khi các cầu thủ nhánh thắng đánh có 4 trận mà thôi. Đôi giày. Ván đi đầu thứ 12 và cú phá của Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. Tỷ số đang là 7-4 cho anh. Đây rồi, ăn một bi rồi. Ăn một bi nhưng mà đi về chỗ ngồi. Filler quên đặt bi. Có thể thấy là chỉ số TPA của Filler là rất thấp. 0.780. Vâng ạ. Để mà nói mà cầu thủ mà có cái chỉ số TPA tốt nhất ở nội dung 10 bi trên bàn Big Foot của giải International Open năm nay thì đó không ai khác chính là Federer. Federer đã trận thi đấu ngày hôm qua, Federer có điểm số TPA đâu đó nó rơi vào 0.97 mấy. 0.97 mấy là đánh 1.000 con bi thì trượt khoảng 20 con bi. Đây là hiệu suất trúng nhá. TPA là hiệu suất trúng.
But the thing is, he may have to go 3 rails back and forth if he goes with a high ball. He goes with low outside. He usually sticks to the high ball here.
Rồi, với quyền đặt bi thì sẽ là thuận lợi cho Filler để ghi điểm. Hình này không quá khó để giải quyết. Cái bảng điểm này và bác trọng tài này thì đã đồng hành cùng với các giải đấu của Acustat trong rất lâu năm rồi. Cái màu phim nó hơi vàng ngả vàng kiểu retro này một chút, và cái cách làm cái bàn tivi này thì nó là một cái gọi là thương hiệu của AQ-Start rồi.
Josh, such a considerate young man. And right
Ảnh
there,
chụp mà
trying to take a seat.
của
Josh
photographer của giải đấu chụp cho các cơ thủ ấy, nếu mà chụp
makes
kiểu
it
mấy anh
look
châu
like,
Á
you
trông
know, he just
không khác gì với Văn B.
That's right.
I'll use my extension for this man that oh no
Ôi, Joshua Filler.
fan.
Chết cái ông phải Văn B số 7.
Yeah, I've always felt like we're lucky to have somebody who wants to take our
Mất
picture.
hết rồi.
I never ever would scold somebody. I mean, because this room could be empty with no spectators at home, and we'd all be out of a job. So appreciate the fans. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
they have to come in and find a seat and open a bag of chips sometimes, and that
Well, I was
some players though freak out about that stuff more than others.
yeah. And to be fair, I wasn't really trying to
Còn gì nữa đâu.
punish any other players on how they act.
Mm.
Because the heat of the moment, I think that's what the fans, the true fans. do
Bắn
understand.
tay mỏ lên được bao nhiêu kia? GPA lên được một ít, lên lên 0,788.
Recognized it immediately and
He handled it nicely.
GPA của
Like I
Sanchez
said,
Ruiz cũng
instead
không
of
tốt một
glaring
chút
at
nào.
the guy, he just
861
took his towel off and
nó không phải là một chỉ số ở mức chấp nhận được.
yeah. But I mean, he consciously did that though. He reminded himself no reason to do this, because he's in the heat of the moment as well.
Right.
And a big scratch.
Rồi,
there.
8-4 cho Francisco Sanchez Ruiz.
Would have been very easy to scratch there and have Josh scold the guy for setting.
Yeah, maybe look at him again or
Right,
something
right.
like that. Yeah, and that's just from he got hit that 6 ball just a little thick coming down, got a little steeper on the 7 than he wanted. And when you go into balls, it's just hard to totally predict everything every time. They do an incredible job of getting it most of the time, but it's just going to get the best of you.
Yeah, those
time-
balls. I
time to
mean,
time.
they're not square blocks. They don't
yeah.
they don't react like square blocks. So them round pool balls can do all kind of funny stuff. And he took an educated guess, and it didn't come off that time. Big game. Now he's really got his back up against the wall here, down 8-4, playing an incredible player who's firing on all 8 cylinders. This again is going to be a miracle to get back into this match. But I said that last night with the Chang match, and Albin Alshin just played incredible to steal that match. So Josh is going to have to pull off an Albin-like performance here.
Yeah, the difference is the break, though. I mean, I'm
Right.
sure Albin was breaking and making balls, and
Exactly.
this is another reason why I think he's got to go back to have any chances. Is the side rail break's not really like producing great results. And FSR is just too good for you to think, I'm going to get a handle on every game if we have to push out, or if we have to kick, or if we have to do this or that.
Yeah.
FSR is going to win his fair share in those kind of games as well. So I think it's got to be a break and run here and there on Josh's break to make this comeback.
Agreed totally. I could see trying the side rail break maybe once or twice, but don't go down in flames with it. I mean, you got to start making 3 on the break and running some racks to have any chance.
Yeah, especially when FSR has proven that, tactically he can certainly handle himself.
Oh, yeah. He moves good. Rotation-wise, he moves incredible.
Tell you, does he look at the 5 ball here? I know the 1's a pocketable ball for sure. She wasn't so elevated though. The long rail bank on the 5 looks.
Yeah, as good as anything. That's what I'd shoot.
He's not. He's leveling out, so he's definitely not shooting that.
Wow, what a shot that was.
Yeah, like I think FSR wanted to get that cue ball on the rail.
Nice.
Got to go a little. Nice shot.
Beautiful. Big shot there. For him to have any chance at all, he had to put that down. He has to get out here.
touch is going to be really easy. Whether I'm drawing up the side rail, I'm coming across, it does not matter.
Yeah, that's right.
Now he's perfect to drop behind the 8 for the 7.
Filler. Anh vẫn đang nhiệt tình bám đuổi. Nhưng mà tuy nhiên thì ở ván thi đấu trước, pha chết cái phải nói là rất vô duyên. Nó làm tăng thêm độ khó của Filler luôn.
And it was a weird month for me that month.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, I'm from Houston, I'm from Texas, and I'm from the USA.
Hai bi nữa là đưa tỷ số lên thành 5-8.
I went undefeated in the Houston Open, undefeated in the Texas Open, and undefeated in the US Open.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, right?
Well,
it's like
that's
a weird sequence
it's sort
of tournaments,
that,
right?
and it's a kind of a testament to how great you played. That because you
Yeah,
can't.
but where you're
accidentally
from, all the way.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, all the Texas
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, that's wild.
And-
Yeah, you were winning everything. I remember that.
It was a crazy month. Really didn't
Isn't
have
that
that good
great?
of a year. Didn't play as much.
And just put it all together.
Yeah, made the Moscone because of that U.S. Open win.
Well, I guess.
8-5 now.
Yeah,
Joshua
that was.
Filler with a heck of an out from the end rail.
Yeah, sure was. Well, the shot on the one ball. I mean, it was so difficult.
yeah.
We almost didn't even consider it. We're looking at the combo, and he just smooths it in. Smooths it in down 8-4.
That was on Josh's break, so definitely necessary. We'll see what FSR does with the break.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, now when Kenny puts those 8 in right there, then you give the whole 8 of them a little nudge forward,
A push, yeah.
a little
airable
push.
yeah.
Tôi mời giới anh em truy cập vào wpa.com nhé.
Consistent dry break throughout this event,
Yeah.
Throughout this match, excuse me, by both players. Oh, that was it. That was more of it.
Right.
And there went the
Vì
cue ball.
cái gì đây? Sanchez chết cái.
And this is a
Sanchez chết
tough,
cái các bạn
that's
ơi.
almost but runnable rack for the great Joshua Filler.
Hình trông giống là phá thuê rồi.
Pull off a nice run out when he really, really needs it.
Hình này trông giống là phá thuê rồi.
Gotta land on this two just right. Can you fall between the 4-6, Jeremy, you think, for the 2 on the side?
Oh, yeah, ball in
Can he
hand.
do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like he can.
He'll just go the rail.
Chính xác rồi.
I think so.
Hình đẹp.
Or maybe he's just drawing back and
Oh.
he can just push this
Yep.
in and be above it easy.
Đi ván này là 6-8. Ván sau phá giải hình. Đi được chấm nữa 7-8.
Drag shot. That's like a mini drag.
Mini drag.
Ain't much to it. The tip wasn't real low. No side spin really involved. A lot of drag shots.
Bắt đầu nhìn thấy một tí cửa bật của Joshua Filler rồi.
So he'll use a little lower tip, a little bit more side spin to throw the ball in. Not necessary there. The straight drag is actually a huge tool if you can get used to it, but it's actually it's harder for me to pull the trigger on a straight drag than it is one that has a little side spin.
Okay.
For me, anyways.
Yeah,
Now, I'm
I-
talking about a true drag shot. You know, the one he just played, that wasn't a difficult shot. I mean,
right.
it wasn't necessary. I'm talking about when you have to, shoot one in a
Really
necessary
put
manner.
6 o'clock
Yeah,
cue
to
ball.
kill the cue ball. yeah.
Uh-huh. Another nice shot there. A lot of spin, cutting the ball backwards. They make those shots look so routine.
And he won't come back over here. He's going to come across. 7 doesn't pass the 10, so he's going to have to play for an angle. He needs to get to the good side of the 7. So
Right, so he
this
doesn't
is-
have to hit the 10. That's exactly right.
no Cosmo here, even though 5 balls is all. He tried to get across. I guess it was there.
Oh, boy.
And he hit the 5 thick.
Ugh,
So it was there to get across.
Yeah.
That angle deceived me.
yeah.
And now very difficult to get on the good side of the 7. You may see him really run the ball to the short side for the 7 in the side, I think, anyways. And that's where he was trying to go
Oh,
with it.
there it comes.
And He's going to end up on a 7-10 combo instead,
Yeah.
and he's going to shoot it.
He's going to shoot it. He actually got darn near perfect on it. Big shot here to have any chance. He's got to make this to go down to 8-6. What a shot. Hugely important to make that. He's got a chance now. Now I'm going to watch Kenny rack these balls, and I'm going to look for that little push. Maybe the rack is designed where you don't have to do the push, or is it's the same, isn't it?
I
Where you
thought
gotta
it was
do that
the same
little
as the
nudge.
9-ball.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to watch him place the 8 balls in there, and then you should see him put a little pressure on all 8 of them. But again, the rack might be designed where you don't have to do that now. I haven't had my hands on it. Okay, now right now he should grab all the, there he goes. There's that little
Yeah,
push.
but you don't have to squeeze them together.
No, you don't squeeze them
No,
together.
you just push
nudge
on the
forward.
2, 6, 5, and 9.
That's
Push
right.
forward, and then they kind of lock. So
That's right.
the thing is, I've seen the rack to where they're all froze, and it breaks like
Terrible.
yeah, exactly. When you don't rack them correctly.
I see. You know, a shot that I think he could play here, it's probably asking a lot, is to just draw off the top of the 1, go to the side rail, and up into the forest of balls up there. The 1 kind of stays down here because it's hitting the 2.
You wouldn't shave the 1 and go.
I
back
like
to the
that
10?
too. You sure? I like that too. I actually like that more. That's what he's looking at, I think.
I don't think he's looking at the kiss shot, is he? No way.
Yeah, he's just going to graze off the 1 just like you said.
Well, the good thing is you can hit it as thick as you want with the 2 there to get by the 10 and then back on the 10.
Yeah.
Whatever's really necessary.
Very good.
And that's a very smart shot, not trying to come back on the 10.
Right.
Just getting the eclipse and go from there.
Yeah.
It's not the hardest kick, of course, and Josh should separate the balls here. Maybe make the 1 on the side even.
Wow, that's about all you could hope for there.
Yeah, that was definitely by design.
Jeez, yeah.
He's going to have to swerve by the 8 if he can't see this 1 ball. Get to the side rail and at the 1.
I think he can go to the end rail and hit the 1.
Oh, well, that's better.
I mean, if
then.
he's got a
Between
lane.
the 4,
Heck,
5.
he looks like he's shooting right at it.
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
trying to see if he has a piece of it. But yeah, you're right about
Wow.
that.
If he's got a lane, but of course, you know, if you don't have that lane, you have to go to that side rail.
No, the end rail's definitely
Yeah.
better, and he has it. But he's got a piece of this.
I
so
guess so.
he's trying to run the ball off of it like that.
Oh, he dang near cut that in. Well, Josh has a chance to kind of get started here.
Oh, he's
This
perfect.
is about as much as you could hope for, yeah.
He
For
won't-
being 10 feet away.
He won't try to get too much. Just carry that angle here to pull the ball 2 rails between the 6, 9 for the 3 in the same corner as the 1. 4 goes in the side. Key here is stay off that rail, the 3rd rail. Get a little bounce.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, it's kind of needed too, really,
What
to be
a
honest with you.
shot. Perfect.
He might come behind, play the 4 on the opposite side. There's 2 side pockets here available. Yeah, that's what I like.
I
right
like that
there. It's just a
too.
little low left stun. He's going to go with a high ball by the 5, it looks like. And that's fine.
Yeah. Can't fault him there.
No, I love the
Either
corner.
one of those. If you're feeling good to play it in the side, fine. If not, here comes Joshua Filler. Like always. just one of those players that just seems like he either beats you to death or he beats you 11-10. I mean, it looked like he had.
Tôi vừa
he
mới
was
chạy
down
sang máy bên kia, tôi
5-1,
setup lại
nothing going
cái
right.
luồng livestream của trận thi đấu giữa Dương Quốc Hoàng và Joshua Roberts sẽ diễn ra trong 1 ít phút nữa. Thì sau đây tôi sẽ không bình luận trận thi đấu này nữa nhé, nhưng mà tôi vẫn sẽ để cái luồng livestream của trận thi đấu này, nên anh em nào muốn xem tiếp trận này thì chúng ta hãy cứ tiếp tục. Và sau đó khi hết trận thi đấu này thì chúng ta sẽ tiếp tục với Jalen Shaw và Jalen Shaw và Federer nhé.
Very nice out there when he really needed it.
And the TPA is tightened up along with this match.
Yeah, it's hard enough to make runouts like that when you're at home, but to get up there and do it right now when you got to do it with all the money on the line is the stuff of legends for sure, and he sure is that.
Yeah, 8-7 now. It's FSR's break. Alex Pagaline and Yanni Uski at 8-7 with the line ahead. Not sure if we have many more matches from the noon hour going. I think we do. Kachi in a battle back there. Just playing another good player. I can't remember who it was. I can't get a look at their face just yet, but
Boy, he's shooting a super long line ball. Wow, what a shot on the 9 if he doesn't scratch.
yep.
There goes the
That's more of
one.
the rack. That's more of the rack we need.
Yeah. Boy, Josh doesn't want to see that. I never call a rack easy, but by this table's standards, this one's manageable.
Yeah, but
It's tough.
if he can't get on that bottom rail to shoot the three,
That's right.
he's going to have a testy time getting, kind of securely from the 3 to the 5. Not saying it's not doable, but if he's got to shoot from above that 3 the way it's hanging, that's a hard one to really judge.
Very observant of you, Jeremy, and exactly right. And it's the key to running this rack. He'd like to get the cue ball. If he can get to the bottom rail, so he'll draw the
He's
cue ball,
perfect, yeah.
side rail, and right down to the bottom rail.
Now, if he gets to the bottom rail now, the rack really opens up. He doesn't have to really get close to the 5 with the 6 near.
Right.
Just needs to get kind of straight on it. 6 goes in the lower left by the 7, so don't want to hit anything. Don't want to make the 7 harder.
Ooh,
That makes a little difference.
that sure does.
Yeah, just creep this one out. Don't like the rail first since my cue ball's stuck on the rail. That always is a little distorted, right? You can play rail first from there, but it's not easy.
That got away from him. Oh, good shot. Boy, that almost got away from him.
Yeah, he drew off of it. I would have rolled off of it, not worrying about distance too
Just
much.
taking the longer shot.
Yeah, I mean, I would have got to the 9.
Yeah.
I would have been straight on the 5 about where the 9's at. Because the 6 goes in the lower left. It has both sides as well.
Yeah, and if he hooks himself there,
Got
that
too
would,
much.
he's on the wrong side of the 6.
He's going to have to spin it with top inside. The rail, John.
Oh boy,
Could hurt with the 10 being
this
there.
is a killer. makes it goes from like a routine out to a nightmare.
Yeah, and that all is from just getting a little on the bad side of the 6 when you have to juice it. Sometimes your speed can be off. And if you asked FSR, he just got into that too much. That's all, but it does happen. He's going to have to take more of a shot on the 8.
The way he's playing, though, man, this is the guy to punch in the long 8 right now. He is feeling so good. Pocket looks a foot wide to him. I can't even hardly think of a ball he's missed this whole match, really. All the games he's lost have been kicking or something, but he hasn't missed hardly anything. Boy, he'll do well to make this ball jacked up like this. Good shot.
Well, that was
Good
all about
shot.
being natural. He didn't want to be goofy on the 8 where he's going to the left side rail away from the 9 and maybe has to put top on the 8,
Yeah.
go up table to come back or stun it with the side pocket there. That was a very handy, smart shot.
Yeah, gave him the right angle to shoot the 8.
Exactly.
He added like 10% more difficulty on the make to get the problems fixed.
Yeah, and
Very
a lot less stress shooting this 8
Yeah.
ball than a little straight or going the other way.
Yeah. Oh, just a huge shot. Now he's left Josh near the rail. We're getting position on the 9. Not routine. You can see Josh shake his head like,
He's good at this one, though.
Yeah, he has to super spin this with left slow and then take a cut on the 9.
No, I think
No?
he's going to go straight top and stroke the ball to the
Oh, and go 3
side.
rails?
Yeah. I
Actually,
mean, he'll
like
do that on the 9-foot a lot.
I like that.
I mean, he'll do. I mean, it only doesn't really require. Payne McBride making a comeback, even though he's not at the table against Alexa Paselge. He was down 9-3, now 9-6. Kid's really improved.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's who he's playing back there, Kachi and Imran Majid. So
Oh, there's 2 great players. Perfect, perfect.
that's
Come on,
that's
go.
a mistake
No.
there. He hit
Yeah,
that one
he got it out
awfully
too.
thick.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, very tough. I don't think you can really try to cut. Well, you can cut this in, but your cue ball's going into the 8 and 10. I mean, what do you like here, Jeremy? Do you think he'll duck here?
Yeah, probably shaves off his left side of the one and runs the cue ball. Look how many balls.
He shot it. Boy, he shot it right in and got almost perfect shape. Wow. Man. Bottom right English here. You gotta get just right on this 3 to be
He
able
can
to
pinch
avoid
it
the 10.
nice, though.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he's not trying to get back down, John.
No.
He'll draw over there and take the cut. You know what I'm saying? Now, if
Yeah.
he gets to where he can follow down, that's fine. But
Yeah,
if he gets too steep, that's the point of Josh Filler.
Like following this 2 rails right
Yeah.
near the side pocket, just like, oh, that's even better if you can do that. Yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He doesn't try to get way down there.
No.
He knows the angle's his friend, as
He
long as
just
it's not
takes
too thin. And he just really gets in groove, just keeps making shots. You know, it's the game. He does it, you know, the basis of the game. Pocket
sure
that dang
does.
ball.
Sure does. Big rack here, a chance to go ahead 9-8. You can see the urgency on his face. He is bearing down so hard.
Yeah, to take his first lead. He surpassed him on the TPA last game, and now it's going to surpass him on the scoreline. And be breaking the balls in the next.
Boy, was that a nice out.
I wouldn't doubt if he goes back to the center, even though he's going to look at it like, man, this side rail got me back in it. But really not. It was FSR actually making a few misses that we
Yeah.
didn't see at the early part of the match. You know, FSR beat him to the shot quite a few times.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Some good ones coming up, that's for sure, both winners and losers side. The one-loss side round at noon, Anthony Maglino beat Mika Doherty 10-1. Jesus Atencio up 9-7 over Justin Martin. Sullivan Clark over Joey Tate 10-7. Joey, a really nice event, even though I know he wanted to go further. Francisco Candela win over Raymond Linares 10-3. Raymond's been playing great too. Michael Schneider over Jomex Garcia 10-6. Yanni Uski 9-8 over Alex Pagalan at the moment, so he's on the hill. Alexa Pasels did go ahead and take it off at 10-6. Nice tournament for Payne.
Yeah.
Eklund Kachi 9-7 at the moment over Imran Majid. We'll let FSR break the balls here. Yeah, it looks like Payne's figured it out to me, and that's what I saw the last time FSR broke. So the filler has a chance to.
Try to send this 2 rails down between the 8-9 and the cue ball down with the 6 maybe.
I know FSR just broke here. Didn't FSR win?
No, Joshua won the last game to go ahead.
No, the lag.
Oh, the lag? Gosh, I can't. Very good.
Long Lin Chang, Tyler started in
Next here in the Bigfoot is Jason Shaw.
He's a veteran.
Oh my goodness. Clash of the Titans.
Let's go 2 rails because he feels like he can cross this or hit underneath it. Either one and get some separation. You guys see the underneath, right?
Huge kick. He thrilled with that as he goes back to his chair. FSR taps the table. Sportsman-like as usual.
Probably going to use the 10 here, the 10 and the 6 somewhat.
You know, and I agree with that
Spin.
shot. If you were ever going to shoot a bank, he's not gonna be in that 5 set there. So helps quite a bit. I like this though. Let's just do this.
Middle of the top, though, I think.
Okay, see it?
Yeah, may go behind the 8 here.
That's a huge hit. See it?
I don't know what he can do as far as moving the paint much. There's a little more side here. There's only 10 foot. This could get a little touchy trying to move the paint.
So tough.
He's asking, I think, about the jump cue. To be honest, I make sure there ain't no jump cues in this event, right?
Right. Well, Josh is a big favorite from here ahead 9-8, and he has his man hooked. FSR has to work on a deficit for this position.
Kicking before the side with swerve here. It's not terrible coming into a small ball. I might go the other side rail here. I might go side rail, end rail, underneath the 10, coming up at the 4. I could just kind of feel like that's a better percentage.
Yeah, either plays tough, but you want to go with the best percentage.
Now, he
play.
took off his extension, so that tells me he's going for the swerve. That's what I'm guessing.
That's right.
Big swerve as well. Going all out for the make.
I don't think he's going to like his next shot. That's all he had.
Well, that's kind of like the soft kick sometimes makes sense. You don't understand the soft kick to a bare side of the table, it looks like, oh, you're just giving up. The only way you can go is making it. But those balls get on top of each other a lot to where you're not giving up much of a shot sometimes. Efren is the one that clued me into that. He could get the bare ball, where it's near the pocket and not that hard, and he'd end up on top of it some kind of way, to where you had to play kind of a goofy safety.
Yeah, he limited you.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah,
and
he was the master.
It made sense to me after I watched him do it a few times.
Yeah, we called him the magician for a good reason. We had about a 25-year test sample to make sure that nickname was appropriate. Look at this. Oh. Well,
A bit of a shot. It does go. Looks like Jesus Intensity is taking it down. So his first match. Of course, last night, everything was difficult. He was playing on the table.
wants to avoid the 9 here.
Yeah, but what he'll do, ooh, is he looking down? No way. A lot of times Josh don't mind the little rub on the 9, to be honest with you, and just shoot the 6 from further away. Oh, he played it thin.
This thing got super thin and away from me. Yeah, it's playable. You have to shoot you a little 9-footer here on the wrong side of the 6, tree topped over the 9. Other than that, no problem. This is difficult even by his standards. Oh yeah, he's tree top. This is super tough, and he's spinning this.
Yeah, not a whole lot of spin though. Not a whole
this-
lot. He'll like I said, like a half tip of right.
Yeah.
He won't apply a lot. Because what Josh knows is, if I get a little long on the 7, I can still work through that.
Yeah, rely on his talent.
Mm-hmm.
What a shot. Yeah, the crowd acknowledges that great shot smartly.
Yeah, he can pull this past the side, just a straight low draw stroke. Straight low, you can really cheat these angles. Oh, he let up.
He
Let
did
up.
Let up.
Occasionally, even, he has a little quicker tempo, and the backswing gets a hair quick on him, for him.
Yeah, right.
For
his
style.
spectrum of what you consider his tempo. Yeah.
Right. And now he's just, I doubt he goes down with the bank. I got to believe he's going to cut it and try and bump the 9 some kind of way.
Oh, what a shot.
Never mind.
Well, what a shot.
You don't make the ball check very often on that shot like that. Not straight up and down, going back and forth. You make it check all the time to come 1 rail down or maybe 1.5 rails, but not to go all the way back. I don't think I've ever shot that shot the way it laid right there. That sounds crazy, but
you should see Pia Filler, Josh's wife. Boy, she's on the edge of her seat, hands folded, gritting her teeth watching this, pulling for him.
she's a sweater, that's for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Let's get another look at that 8-ball, was it? Really unique
Yeah,
shot,
what a
something
great
you're not going to
shot.
play very often. I believe here it comes. Yeah, look at this angle. This is a ton of check right here.
Oh, yeah. He hit this with inside English. I mean, what a great shot. That's a hard enough shot just to make with a high ball, but to hit it with a full tip of inside,
Yeah,
hats off.
I'm probably somewhat easing that with the hair outside, trying to catch just a little
Right,
portion of the
just
9
try to
coming
make
out.
the 8, yeah. Figure to make the 8. I mean, he made the cue ball travel 20 feet with inside English. Just
On a,
fantastic.
and it wasn't as thin as
No.
he made it look.
No.
That ball was up. That was, like half ball hit almost.
Yeah, that was truly fantastic right there.
Yeah, and again, a shot you would never practice. That's the amazing
Yeah.
thing about pool in comparison to some other cue sports. Unlimited shots, really.
Oh, yeah. Trillion different things you could do. That was world class right there when he really needed it to.
Well, let's see if this side rail break is going to help him out some kind of way. Hasn't really produced shots. It did produce a 1-5 combo, but not easy position.
Right. Yeah, even if you make this, I don't
You got to
see
go
it
into the
right
3
to have any
with
chance.
inside,
and then hope the 1 bounces out.
well, if you glance the 3 a little thin with inside, you may end up with a hair of a cut shot on the 1. But the main thing is you're not getting away from the one, getting snookered and all that. You know,
Right.
you can play a safety from there. I don't think he can hit this with like a low right coming back towards the pink. If the 3 wasn't there, yes,
Right.
but not with the 3 there. I think he's got to go one route into the 3. I think, anyways. Backwards just doesn't look too appealing. And the key to this, if you're going into the 3, don't baby it. The 3's slowing you down anyways, so you don't miss the ball when you don't baby it. You see how he kind of let little lighter. Ooh, I can't believe that fell.
He got hooked on the 10. Little unfortunate there. That's hard to figure, to get right there behind that 10 without hitting it. Boy, the momentum has switched, and of course Josh has earned that through some great outs. And FSR has had a couple little bobbles. Boy, I'll tell you what, this is a small ball kicking this way. I would go to the end rail here. I know you want separation, but I don't like giving up ball in hand.
Yeah, he's just betting he can hit it.
Oh,
though,
that
but
was a nice shot.
Yeah, he
That
still
was-
gave up a shot, though, I think.
Yes, I think he did. And the 2's right there. If Josh makes this 1, he's a decent favorite to get out.
Huge favorite.
Yeah.
Huge favorite. A little bit of cue ball movement from the 6 to the 7, but that's about it. 1 ball, 2 in the side, 3 stop, play the 4. Stop your ball in the 4, whether you play it in the corner or the side, then you use a little natural angle to come off the 6 around the 7.
Yeah.
Should definitely get out here. This freight train won't be stopped. Not in this match, anyways. Surprised he didn't come back just to come for the side on the
Right.
4, but I like the corner.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
you're stopped. You're perfect.
Stop.
Yeah, stop. I'm a big fan of stop. Well, you know, he might choose to go around the 7 if he feels the 7's too sharp in the side. Go high left English, 2 rails around the 7. He needs it to bounce up a little bit to get straight. Yeah, perfect. Very nice shot there. Made that look easy.
Well, natural
Mm-hmm.
always helps you make it look a little easier.
Yes.
Helps your outcome tremendously.
And what a performance by Josh Filler, being down 5-1 in the match. I thought they both played great.
Yeah, FSR played great.
Yes.
I mean, a couple shots he'd like to have back. That's just about every match you play usually, especially on a 10-footer.
Yes.
Got a little past what he really wanted here, but I don't think he's going to work the rock. I think he just takes the shot.
Well, Jeremy, it's been an absolute pleasure and an honor working with you. And if Josh makes this 10, he moves on to the semifinals. Not over yet. I've seen these missed. He's going to bear down and focus here. Great shot.
So a former U.S. Open champion takes down the reigning U.S. Open champion, so we had to lose one of these greats. But maybe the best in the business moves on, and Josh Filler. It's all about opinions and who you like and how they're playing. But for AccuStats, the International, we got more coming soon. I'm Jeremy Jones, and for John Schmidt, thank you very much.
See you soon.
That's right.